I don't know. Okay. J Mike, check this out.
I'm ready.
Peanut butter, honey, or cinnamon? Take your pick.
Oh, wow. Okay. No context. Just take your pick.
No.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay. The options are peanut butter, honey, cinnamon.
Peanut butter, honey, and cinnamon. Come on, man. We only have 2 hours.
And 45 minutes.
You are twisting my arm here.
Timer has started. Go.
I'm gonna go peanut butter.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. No, rank them. Go ahead.
Okay, podium game.
Don't matter no more.
Peanut butter gold medal.
Right.
This is tough. Honey's probably coming up silver. Cinnamon coming in bronze. But those are all very good choices.
Okay, so peanut butter, honey, cinnamon. Now, do that same ranking if they were whiskeys.
Ooh. Now we get crazy, so we go.
Can't knock it till you try it. Here, J Mike, open.
That's not bad. Yeah, I'm going honey.
Where's the jelly?
Cinnamon, and then peanut butter.
Yeah,
Only if you haven't tried it.
I had a feeling we would make the switch. Boy, howdy.
Context is everything.
Hashtag without context.
Man.
Welcome in to the open bar. Peanut butter, cinnamon, or honey. Take your pick tonight. You've got 2 hours and 45 minutes to figure it out, bucko. Until then, we're going to just have a grand old time, talk about things. I don't know what the things are, but it is 9:30 Eastern-ish. And man, I'm feeling like it's still November and I'm thirsty for the playoffs. J Mike, what about you, my friend? How are you? Hey, hi.
Guzzling all the playoff goodness that I can at this point. Trying like crazy to make sure these rosters aren't going to poop the bed come week 13 and 14. This is a really fun time of year because all of a sudden, all the work that you've done for the last 300 some odd days comes down to, I don't know, 4 or 5 weeks. And for your teams that are already out of it, you're kind of sulking. For your teams that have a chance at it, you are trying to consume every bit of information that you can to be able to get the edge on your opponents. And at this time, really, I just want to say to anyone that is in a league with me, I just need to be very clear. If I don't say something kind to you over the next few weeks, don't take it personal. If I say something crazy about your mama, know that I love her. I probably loved her before you did. If I say anything wild to you in the group chat, just know that it's about this playoff chase. And I don't know if you guys are familiar with one LeBron James, a little known upstart guy out of Northeastern Ohio, but he has this thing called 0 Dark 30 that he typically does during the playoffs where he just kind of gets off social media and all that to be ready for, his playoff run to be King James. I'm not so much a king, and I'm not so much going to keep myself off of Twitter and social media, but I do plan to be focused for my playoff runs. Thanks. And I certainly wish everyone nothing but the worst in their endeavors if you're in the league with me.
Wow. Okay.
I don't know if I could handle if you went completely dark on social media. I legit don't know if I could handle that.
Well, at least we have that to go out on. I mean,
he's not gonna have the choice unless he just deletes the app. I'm just gonna DM him like crazy every day.
I was about to say,
I'm gonna test this out.
Anybody want to split an Uber to Cincinnati?
Hey, I'll buy the Uber. You bring the whiskey. We got it, Russ.
Deal?
How many toll roads do you have to hit to get here? Probably outhouse.
Not enough. Doesn't matter. Hashtag worth it.
On the Minshew train, Cincy. Even on the Minshew train.
Wow. Okay, J Mike, all this kind of hoity-toity puff your chest talk to all your opponents in the playoffs. You're kind of friendly to all of our vampy buddies in the open bar vampire group. We're not in the playoffs, but I don't think that gives you any right to be friendly to them.
Look, man, at this point, we don't have a shot. We shot our best shot. Jared Goff, the saboteur himself,
Goff-like.
at Two Brute. He did us in. And so Jared Goff, he's on the old poop list. We can put him on the list with Damian Williams, Cooper Kupp, a bunch of guys that I never want to discuss on the show ever again. And yeah, so shout out to everybody in the open bar division. I certainly hope you guys battle well to take down that title. And shout out to Trader Joe, who is on vacation, but he is killing it with the GIF game, with the memes. He came out with one basically with Jared Goff with a garlic head, like an animated head. It was great. He's fantastic.
You should screen share that when you get a chance. While I introduce our guests for the evening, we have one virgin to the bar. We call him Cinnamon. Come down to the stage and say what you've got to say.
I mean, how's it going, everybody?
Hey.
Happy
Happy to have you,
Hey,
Jack.
Mike, I need to jump in before I lose the eliminator with y'all. So, y'all, and finally made it.
You just gonna fly that in?
Yeah. Well,
See, you call him Cinnamon, and it burned up his Wi-Fi. What's going on?
Oh, incinerated.
Robot peak.
incinerator, indeed.
Guessing he peaked too early.
Oh.
His last name is Peak. That if
Peekaboo.
you guys, because we never actually said that out loud.
I like name jokes. They're good. Tasty.
We never actually said that out loud. We're just saying things with peak. We're really good at inside jokes. All right. Well, happy to have you, man, and happy to meet you here on this platform, this lovely, lovely platform. Holy shit, Derek. You're just going, man. The honey is lit tonight, brother. What's up?
Oh, what's going on, guys? Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to make sure that I climb that ladder all the way from silver to gold, because if you ain't first, you last. So, what's up?
I mean, you have to prove to us that it actually tastes good, I guess, by drinking it. So,
that's never a problem. I mean, both in real life and on this show. I mean, the end of the show is probably a little bit better than the beginning, but the beginning's starting off lit, so I can't even tell you what the end of it's going to look like.
we might be responsible for at least however many, guest appearances you've made, equivalent to that many bottles drunk by you.
It's that's some pretty eloquent math. I agree with that.
Yeah.
We're gonna get one of those maps that are gonna be like this state's favorite whiskey, and Texas is just going to get honey because
It's all honeyed. There's just a bee.
Yep.
New Jersey got that bottle of Jif on it.
Oh God. Jif Jersey.
There's just a little peanut on it.
New Jersey, Jif.
All right. Well, introduce yourself, Peanut Butter Falcon. Get up on in here. Come on, man.
Hi, everyone. My name is Russell. It's very nice to meet you all. I'm new to this whole thing, so I'm just along for the ride. I've never met any of these people before, and I hope this is fun. I heard good things.
Yeah. You've got a good location. If you're watching here live on YouTube or Periscope, you will see 5 faces, one of which Dynasty House, front and center, 50-yard line. Look at you.
Hey, that's how I do it. Some weird sex joke about being in the middle of 4 dudes. Yeah.
Oh gosh, come on.
I mean, I'm just saying I could do worse than you four.
You could do
There's
worse. J Mike, hurry. Do you have the Jared Goff lick up yet? Do you have it? Do you have it? Can you find it? Do you have it?
Change the
Do you
subject.
have
Change
it?
the
Do you have it? Do you have it? Okay.
I mean, I can. Yeah, I'm slacking. Sorry.
Is okay. So football, real quick, guys. Do guys, QBs, when they get a contract, do they just decide that they've had enough? That they're like, I'm satisfied with my contract that is for 5 years and so many $1 million, and they just play less good? Or is it
Here's the
just that,
thing.
I mean, the offense is now worse, obviously, because of, offensive line and Gurley being limited and whatnot? Like, what is it? What is it?
I mean, isn't that a thing? Like, people just don't play as well after they get played because they play so hard to get their money. They get their money. They're like,
Right.
all right, I guess I don't got to do that anymore. I mean, Zeke hasn't been that great this year.
And on of the same team there, Dak is balling out, in the MVP race, looking to get paid himself.
Yeah,
Is he
look at
going
Joe
to have
Flacco.
a bad 2020 season? Yeah, Joe Flacco. I mean, it's
Literally
just,
played good
guy
for
after
half
guy.
the year.
Like,
It was just half the right year.
it's like Russell Wilson's the only one who was like, I got an extension. Thank you. I'm a really ball out. And so I don't know. Sell Patrick Mahomes, guys. He's done after the contract extension. That's all I'm saying. He's done. He's done.
You heard it
Washed.
first here on the open bar.
One of the more disgusting things, though, when as far as it comes to these running back things, or just players that are disappointing altogether, Gabe, I know that I had talked with you previously about the fact that putting together this whole idea about the running backs that I like to buy, the types of running backs, number of years in the league, not getting guys past their first contract. I've got bad news. And not to cater to the guest here, but in Trade Addict 6, a Russell Fisher production, Russell Fitzgerald Fisher production.
How'd you know my middle name?
I was like, is that a real middle name?
Fitzgerald.
I feel
Fisher
a lot
would be
cooler if it really was. I would
Name
probably
drop.
just go by Fitzgerald if it was.
Fitzgerald.
I like that.
Russ Fitz.
Fitzfish.
There you
go. So I went out and acquired Le'Veon Bell and Zeke Elliott, and it basically contradicted everything that I had been building in terms of an idea of what I wanted to do strategy-wise moving forward, and kind of blew it out of the water. So are you proud of me? Are you encouraged by it? Are you upset with me? Can we still do podcasts together?
No comment.
Wow.
Silence
like
says it
he's-
all.
Real lively bunch
He's
of you,
speechless.
This is exactly how I envision my dad being disappointed with me if he was actually there for me as a child. So thanks, Gabe. Appreciate you, man.
Hey,
Man, I wish I had more whiskey right now. Damn.
Where's Brian Harr?
You're right,
For some
did you already
therapy when you need it.
Did you already drink the bottle dry?
wait a
The
sec.
peanut
Wait a
butter
second.
gone?
I thought you were talking. Wait, you were talking to me? I thought you were talking to Russ because you said trade addict. I thought
Yes,
you were
to
addressing
you.
Russ, and you said
I
the.
thought you were addressing
Unbelievable.
Russ too.
Yeah, because you said the whole Russ Fisher Fitzgerald thing, and that
Because it was my league.
I know, and I thought you were talking to him. Are you talking to me? Okay, say it again, because I'm out here tweeting, making the open bar popular, getting all these viewers, mad viewers.
He's doing
to
all the
open
work.
bar. I'm producing back here, and you're asking me questions. What I don't answer. Okay, one more time.
Wait,
I
more
promise I'm
importantly,
listening.
what happened to Jake? Why isn't he pulling his weight around this place anymore?
That's true. With the EP is really just
Seriously.
hardly that.
I mean,
I think that's why
seriously,
You should be pulling his weight.
the show's falling off. I mean, it really is.
when the
and I
exec is not here, we've already peaked 13 minutes into the show. I mean,
Oh yeah.
That's what's up.
And we peaked the moment that I allowed Justin to come in here. So,
It's all downhill, boys. It's all downhill.
Unbelievable.
J Mike, look, no one was listening for the last 2 minutes. Run it by me again.
Everett. So I essentially went out and traded for Le'Veon Bell and Ezekiel Elliott.
Right.
After talking with you basically all year long, how I don't necessarily want running backs after their first contracts, things of that nature. That whole strategy I was developing,
Right.
I kind of went against everything that I had hoped for in hopes to obviously make the playoffs and make a deep run. So I just want you to know that apparently I'm not a man of my word. And I just want you to know that I still want to be able to do this podcast with you if you'll still have me.
Oh, man, you're putting me in a really tough position here. Say something bad about Cooper Cup.
Cooper Cup likes Skyline flavored whiskey.
Yeah, that's right. He does. You big idiot. You big.
J Mike, look, I get
guy.
it, man. I get it. When you get to the chance to go out and acquire an Adam Gase bell cow, you got to do it, baby. You just got to do it. It's no brainer. Like you just like accept. Yes.
Yeah.
And week 5, the backup is king.
What was the trade, or were the trades? What were they?
I sent a mid 2020 first for Lev Bell in the league. Shout out to Adam Wilde. He's in that league. And then my son Jesse Reeves, who's also in the chat. I love you dearly, son. Go to bed.
Seriously, it's past his bedtime, man.
Yeah. No, speaking of bedtimes, between my insomnia, I can always make sure that if I need any kind of entertainment, you, D-Bro, or Jesse will have some sort of thread that you're cooking, DFS lineups that you're setting. I'm like, I can count on y'all for some insomnia goodness randomly at 1:32 in the morning, and you guys are crazy. That's first of all.
Yeah, the best part about it is I'm waiting for Shefty bombs while I'm like sending DMs to Jesse. I'm like, hey man, what's up with your lineups, man?
Yeah, y'all wow. But the other trade was obviously Preston Williams, someone that I'm high on after a couple weeks of discussing with people. Preston Williams, 2 2021sts for Zeke Elliott and a 4th. Can't forget the 4th.
I like that.
Yeah, but
I don't hate the Lev Bell one either. I mean, I don't think you overpaid. I just don't think that you are getting the production that you probably wanted.
That's 100% correct. And I think that becomes a problem when we get close to these playoff times. And I'm curious what you guys have to say about this. What are some trades that either you've done or what are some moves that you're plotting and willing to do to be able to make your playoff pushes, to be able to get in where you fit in when it comes to getting these titles?
But let's also hold on. Let's real quick. Let's throw in a little hashtag context here. J Mike was in 3rd place and had 4 first-round picks before doing those trades. If that makes it better or worse for any of you people that are going to answer.
Yeah, so there was that. But yeah, what are you guys up to?
Nothing but winning. That's what I'm doing.
Just trying to replace Austin Hooper and Darren Waller.
I mean, every tight end premium league, I'm going out and trying to get me some Gerald Everett. I know that damn much.
Tell us more.
Why him out of all people?
Yeah,
his stretch run schedule is ridiculous, man. I mean, I don't know, J Mike. You usually on the 1s and 2s, you're pulling up that schedule. Dude, he gets I know he gets the flow chart. He plays Arizona in one of those games, but the other games, the Rams have been featuring him whenever they're away from their home spot a ton. I mean, this dude's getting like 10 plus targets, and I mean, how many pass catchers on the Rams are even still alive these days? You got Cooks is gone.
Coming
Woods
back.
is out. Well, I mean, theoretically. Cup's not doing much of anything. So, no, sorry, Gabe. I hate to say that. But, I mean, I think he's going to be a feature part of this offense, man. I think he's going to be definitely in it to win it down the stretch.
Skyline. This Gerald Everett schedule update is brought to you by Skyline Chili Whiskey. It tastes like cinnamon poop. So week 12. Week 12. The Rams host the Ravens. Week 13. They travel to Arizona. We've got Seattle, Dallas, 49ers in our fantasy championships in week 16. So that could be problematic.
We got 2 good weeks.
Thinking about cinnamon poop.
Dude, that's 3 good weeks. Arizona, Seattle, and Dallas. That's like the tight end flow chart right there, baby.
So that gets you in position to get to your championship game, and then what?
And then I don't
What's your
know.
contingency plan?
You stream Ryan Griffin.
Hey,
I don't know, man. Like,
correct answer.
you get to the title, you just do what you got to do. I mean, it's Foster Moreau season. I don't know, dude.
I've been riding Ryan Griffin, man. Gryffindor. Let's go.
That dude, man, he's been balling out. It's crazy. Adam Gase is like, all right, Herndon, you dead. It's all good, baby. You don't need. You only have one hamstring, which apparently per Booger, the hamstring is somewhere on the front or the back. I'm not really sure.
Optional.
I mean, you don't really need it anyway. So, he did. So Ryan Griffin season, dude.
And real quick, just to be able to, so you might have to find a new option for Week 16 too, because Ryan Griffin plays Pittsburgh, and I don't know how they are against tight ends, but that defense has been pretty decent. So we might have to find a new Week 16 darling for tight end. Let's see.
Commish McGriff, it doesn't go down smooth, but it comes out smooth, baby.
Got 2 lines.
Peak, what are you've been awful quiet. What are you doing in terms of your stretch runs? What are you looking like?
Well, for starters, I've been quiet because I'm not sure y'all can hear me very well. My connection doesn't seem like it's going.
You sound great right now.
All good.
Well enough.
Delicious.
Beautiful. Tip top,
Like
baby.
Skyline chili on a hot Sunday morning.
Yeah.
Got rid of all my options and just running off the iPad. But all right. Yeah, I've got several leagues where I'm actually sitting pretty in the playoffs. So, I've just been trying to make some moves to make sure that I've got the depth that I need to go in. But I've had a couple leagues that it's been a little bit frustrating. Things didn't work out. I had some injuries, and I've also got a non-playoff team with some veterans that, like Larry Fitzgerald and Emmanuel Sanders, that I've been really working hard to, and it hasn't been going well. So that's really what my stretch run has been about, is trying to offload my old guys, and I can't even get rid of them even though I try. But so I probably just need to give up and just focus on my playoff teams. But
damn, I felt like
Justin,
that was like something you read at a funeral, bro. Like that was sad. Like legit, like,
Justin 20,
like all the way
obituary.
down to your whiskey bones. Sad.
it's been frustrating in a couple of leagues. Like nobody wants to give me the. There are auction leagues, and like we already have money. I think I got a $5 bid out of like $2,000 of rookie money for Larry Fitzgerald. Crazy, but nobody wants these old guys anymore.
No country for old men.
Right.
I'll throw out another young man name. This might be all hashtag Duval here, but I really think DJ Chark is somebody I'd be paying that first for the stretch run, baby.
Talk about it.
Yes, babe. Big. I mean, look, the big phallus guy is back, so you got to roll with it. Banana hammocks all the way. I mean, it's time to go. He's got Tennessee, who has got Adoree Jackson, and the rest of the secondary's dead. Tampa, the Chargers, who are every Phillip Rivers interception away from giving. Sorry, Jesse, my bad. You already should be in bed. Don't listen to this. The Raiders, and then Atlanta Week 16. Man, that's juicy right there.
I cannot believe he. Wide receiver.
What'd you say?
I said I cannot believe that he is the 5th overall wide receiver. That is very cool. Good for
Dude,
him.
he's been balling out, man. He has been insane this year.
Yeah.
in the middle of a super flex mock, and I think he went in the 4th round.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
Good.
Yeah.
Gosh, real. I
Let
mean,
me-
does
let me-
anybody else think that's a little bit rich? I mean,
Yeah.
I like the guy down the stretch run, but damn, that's high.
Let me double check to make sure I did not make that up.
That's
I didn't.
super
Oh yeah,
too.
super flex, DLF mock. Shout out to everybody in mock 3. Yeah, DJ
That's what you
Chark
took, huh?
408.
Did you
No, I
do
did
it?
not.
Yes, you did.
I got
J. Mike,
I got
say it.
Travis
You did
Kelsey
it.
2 picks later.
Why? Somebody took
Yeah.
Shark over Kelsey?
Yeah, buddy. So Chark went at 408. How about them apples? So he
Russ?
went ahead of, and I know both of you guys are going to about to probably lose your minds right here. He went ahead of Calvin Ridley, who I know that's Russ's guy.
God,
And I know
Wrong.
I can't even, man. No. I can't even. I
And
can't
Gabe.
even.
I'm about to bust your Suttons everywhere here. He
Ooh,
went ahead of Cortland Sutton at 502. So,
Okay, that's
So
enough.
I just pulled up single QB DLF ADP. You said he went where in Superflex in your
408. 408.
he's picked 56 overall
Mm.
one QB. I
so
mean
what,
that's
even the fifth?
That doesn't
that's
add
later.
up.
I mean, so you just had one dude in your mock that just is wrong. No offense. Sorry. I love you.
Lure him. Like, you can't take him over Calvin, really. Like, that's
No.
just pure insanity, dude.
Whoa,
like,
whoa.
that's
Let's-
crazy.
Why is that
Wait a
pure
second.
insa-
Let's talk
insanity?
about it. Yeah. Exactly.
know
Let's
how
talk about
insane
it.
that
Why is it crazy?
That dude, Calvin really is a freaking baller, man. Like, he's tied to Matt Ryan. You got what? Big Nick, who's there for like a year, maybe.
Big dick,
show
dude.
him respect. You say
Like,
his name.
I mean, look, the Balor's king. Banana hammock. I can't, man. Like, I can't understand how somebody is taking Shark over Calvin Ridley. Like, me and Russ are probably like the Calvin Ridley like super lovers over here, but like, I cannot understand that. Calvin Ridley is a super stud. Like, that dude is an alpha waiting. I'm just gonna throw it out there.
20 picks ahead. Wow, let me actually word this in English. In actual ADP, single QB, Calvin Ridley is 20 picks ahead of DJ Chark.
And that, my peeps, is how it should be.
Wait, okay, so here we go. He's 56, DJ Chark. Above him, Robert Woods. At this point, I take Chark, right?
Yeah.
Devin Singletary, I take Chark.
Yep.
Now let's just keep going. Sony Michel, Austin Eckler, Christian Kirk. I think I still take Chark.
Yep.
Darius Geis, Miles Sanders, Tyler Boyd, Brandon Cooks. 46 is Melvin Gordon. That's the first time I would stop and think about it at this point.
I wouldn't. I would still probably take the wide receiver.
T.Y. Hilton, Evan Engram, Deshaun Watson in a 1 QB, Derrick Henry, and at 41 we hit Cortland Sutton. So, I mean, I think there's like a happy medium somewhere between where we're making fun of him getting taken and where he is in DLF, like November ADP. So, I mean, yeah, calling him end of the 4th might not be crazy with what we just went over.
I just remember clowning the same dude that we're not going to match up against here in Calvin Ridley, and just that it was ridiculous that he was that high, and because he was that high last year after his season, and it's a pretty similar projection, really, or career arc rather. I don't see a huge difference. I mean, I understand like the Matt Ryan tandem, and that's probably significantly better than Foles or possibly Minshew, whoever it may be. But I just the rookie year was fine. There was nothing to worry about. And then now he's second year already balling. Like, I don't hate it. It's exactly what you want from a second year wide receiver. Like there's
Oh yeah, no. Nothing wrong with Shark at the end of the 4th at this point. I completely agree. I still like Ridley more.
Yeah,
if anything, just because we have another
I don't
half of a
necessarily
season.
hate it. I'm just saying, like, is it really that far? Like, is it 20 picks far? Or
No, we just moved Shark up at least 10 to 12 picks pretty easily without feeling bad about it. So maybe there is a round difference. And
I think they could be in a similar tier and possibly by season's end be in the same tier. We're not finished yet.
Yeah, but we're not talking about that. We're laughing about it right now.
But that's the thing about it too. So DJ Chark is about to finish. Well, obviously season's not over. He's got one of those really low catch percentages. You'd like to think with Nick Foles, some sort of stability is going to come around. DJ Chark is about to finish ahead of anything that Ridley's done to this point, particularly on a points per game basis. I'm not necessarily saying I want Chark ahead of Calvin Ridley, but I'm not necessarily saying I don't want Chark ahead of Ridley, and I'm really okay with that.
Yeah,
it's probably my homerism coming out.
No, and the thing is, I get it, and I was a big DD Westbrook guy coming into the season, and I mean, I ditched that pretty quickly when I realized that I was just wrong. But you're right, and it took me a while to come on to the DJ Chark is actually good, as opposed to this is just some, the sun can shine on the dog's ass any day kind of stuff. So, but no, DJ Chark is apparently good, and there's something going on with LSU wide receivers when that team doesn't actually pass the ball, that they're actually good in the NFL. So yeah,
spin those first on the LSU wide receivers is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. 101. Forget Swift, man.
Don't matter the
Burrows,
ranks.
Tua, Jonathan Taylor. None of that.
No, LSU wide receivers.
I mean,
all I need.
You got to go with the wide receiver, man. I mean, you got OBJ, you got Landry, you got Chark. What else you need?
What else do you need?
Is there something to be said about the?
I will say, I think a lot of that with DD not working out, that really was some chemistry with Foles that got lost. But I mean, yeah, Chark's definitely got the talent either way.
I mean, maybe I'm just hating here, but I mean,
riddled season 2, so
I just don't know if DD is actually hashtag that good.
Yeah,
like I'm just saying, man. I'm throwing it out there in the space because I liked him to a certain point before the season, but I never kind of caught up to all the like love for DD, and everybody's like, even like a few weeks ago, or maybe 2 weeks ago, I was like, look, you need to go get some Chark, and he's going to be a stretch run guy. He's going to be awesome. And everybody's like, well, what about DD? And I'm like, what has DD done besides get 10 targets at 2.4 ADOT and do damn near nothing with them? I don't know, man. I like the guy, but I didn't love him, and I don't really understand the residual love, I guess.
People just don't like being wrong, so they're going to stick to what they say. Because this is Dynasty. If it takes 6 years, they're going to be right.
DD's in his third team, and he's balling out with the Chiefs.
There you go. We told you from the beginning.
Brown told you.
Hey,
Brown told you so.
6-year breakout.
You gotta wait for it. I mean, you love to see it.
but we did that check-in, Gabe. Remember we did that check-in earlier in the year, and it might have been 5 or 6 weeks in, and Chark and Westbrook were neck and neck with targets. And of course, Westbrook has he hurt his shoulder. He's been in and out of the lineup. Usage has been kind of wonky, and so now Chark has taken over very much so in terms of the target winner of the offense. So I don't know. I feel like everything is still a mystery there in Jacksonville because we still don't even know what we have in Nick Foles totally with this group currently.
Well, with Nick, you got those deep targets, man. That's what you got.
Oh my gosh.
Tune in live
also,
to YouTube so you can see D-Bro taking shots of honey whiskey and lathering his arm with honey and doing what he does.
I mean, when you talking about big dick, Nick, that's what's up.
How terrible was he at those deep targets, though, this past game against Indy? You watched that game, J-Mac, right?
Which one? I'm sorry?
The Jags game. Foles was terrible throwing deep.
No, I only saw about a quarter and a half of it, trying to rush through some things. So no, I didn't get to watch all the not goodness. I imagine it's got to be some sort of rust, right? You'd think.
He definitely.
You got to work that collarbone back into it. That's a well-known thing. That collarbone doesn't.
I didn't watch this last week, but he looked pretty damn good week 1 versus KC. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. No, he was throwing 5 yards under.
You hate to see that.
Mm-hmm.
Or just flip that around. Shark is just too fast. That's what it is. He's got to get up to Shark's level.
I'm saying Shark is different, man. That dude is different. Different. And what's funny is watching him now, he doesn't even look like the same guy at LSU in terms of, I feel like at LSU, he looked very string beanish. He's not that now. He's not that now. Like, not like he's like hulking or huge, but he doesn't look like that same guy that was there. So shout out to NFL weight rooms, multi-million dollar contracts to get your body right.
Yeah, I can actually speak to that. Back in the day, Louisiana born, I met Shark and Fournette back in the day. Fournette was still a monster, but Shark was he was kind of tiny. You were like, oh man, you play football? Okay, cool.
You're still looking up to the dude, isn't he? Like 6'4"?
I mean,
he's tall. Yeah, something like that.
He was sitting in a chair, so we were like eye level.
Oh.
But no, I mean, he's been hitting the weights, man. He looks like a totally different receiver this year. I mean, physicality is off the charts.
Shout out to the chat. It's been way too long since I've acknowledged you guys. You guys are lit this evening. Appreciate y'all. So many good folks in here, and there were several questions that went by that I wanted to definitely get in, but I feel like I've lost most of them. One of them was, what are we doing with the Indianapolis backfield?
Nothing.
You love on some Jordan Wilkins and you log out. I mean, that's.
Do you?
Yes.
Do you?
Yes.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I still have the ones my shares that I drafted in the rookie draft and never let go because that love was real. But I mean, are you actually trusting that he can run the football? No.
As long as he's healthy, he's practicing this week. Yeah, man. I think he's way better than Jonathan Williams, who was on his like 6 or 7 team, something like that. I mean, I don't know, man. It's Jordan Wilkins for me. I've been touting that dude since he came out of college. Like, I love that guy. If Mac's not going to come back, I think Wilkins is the guy that you want. But I mean, obviously, throw this to the chat. Like, I mean, what do y'all think? Like, am I crazy?
Well, we know you're crazy, but
that's fair. That's fair.
I think Hines. The problem. It depends what you're looking for. I think Hines, like, he put up 15 points this week. He had like 4 catches, and he'll get more than 3 rushes with Mac being out. So I think he'll be that nice safety net because he'll still get the receiving work and hopefully give you a floor with a little bit of a ceiling if he gets into the end zone. And I mean, you have to have him already because he's going to be on teams. But he's the guy. If I'm going to choose to actually start one of them, I think he's the guy I'm going to start.
Nyheim Hines, 57.
Yep. Indeed.
That fell flat. Sorry, gentlemen.
Yeah, I tried. I gave it. Got to work on the delivery, perhaps. Nyheim Hines, 57 sauce.
That was
too much sauce. Hey. Too much sauce. Hey.
Oh my God. I am naming the show that. That is
I gotta mute my mic. I'm laughing too damn hard.
That was one of those super hot. Y'all remember those videos? He was doing his battle rap, and people would just go crazy, and him. It was had to be there. Good times.
Hines 57 sauce.
Real life GIF.
This episode of The Open Bar is brought to you by Skyline Chili Whiskey. Don't forget to put some of that Nyheim Hines 57 sauce on that bish too, because we getting spicy, son. Real spicy, son, from both ends, son.
I was like, it don't burn when it's going down.
I don't want that. I don't want that for one, and I also don't want the Indianapolis backfield for 2. Just no.
I just want T.Y. Hilton to come back.
I really want T.Y. Hilton to come back. And I want Jacoby Brisket to put put some of that Heinz 57 sauce onto the football, and then I want them to throw it down the football field, and I want guys like Chester Rogers and Zach Pascal to touchdowns with it.
No Ebron love? No Ebron steak up in there?
You know it's Jack Doyle season.
Jack Doyle with that donut.
Yeah, I was about to
Sunday.
say. No.
I don't. There's like it really is
Yeah.
honestly Jacoby Brisket though. Like we don't even. I don't care about the backfield. I do care if Hilton's back, but right now like there's just such a gross like collection of colts that are certainly colts and not grown up horses, and they will not score a lot of fantasy points. But I think Jacoby Brisket can do it for him.
Speaking of Jacoby Brissett, I got him at 503 in this.
Jacoby who?
Jacoby Brisket. He, 503 in this mock. I got him. Pretty proud of that. But I just want to. There was something else that happened just a few picks later. At 507, one basically gone but not forgotten. Terry McLaurin at 507. Just for some context here in this mock, he goes 2 spots, in front of him, Chris Carson, Tyler Boyd, Cam Newton, and right behind him, Adam Thielen, Derrick Henry. Terry McLaurin, mid-5th round pick. Take it, leave it. How you feel about it?
Man, I don't know. I don't hate it as much as I was like giving all the Chark stuff like a lot of hate. Man, McLaurin is a baller, dude. And that dude's, I mean, besides like Haskins like absolutely killing him, which, got to hold accountability for our offensive lines here. But dude, McLaurin was balling out with what, Case Keenum at quarterback?
Yeah. But it makes perfect sense that he was balling out with Case Keenum. He's a slot receiver who runs good routes, and that's what Case Keenum can throw to. Haskins doesn't look like he can throw in the NFL.
Haskins doesn't look like he understands the idea of like pocket presence. So he's just like, I'm gonna stand back here and hope that dudes don't hit me. And then when they hit me, I'm gonna sit there and go to the sideline and be like, what do I have to do to sit here? Like that dude's ridiculous, man. Like there ain't no way. Like
that was his Jerry Maguire moment. Help me, help you. Help me, help you.
Yeah, and then Jerry gets fired.
Spoiler alert.
Wait a
Sorry,
second,
my bad.
what?
Rocking
Too
it back
much
again.
sauce. Hey.
Oh my god, man.
Actual ADP Terry McLaurin is 60 overall. So round.
That's like right in line then, right?
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4 after DJ Chark. I would much rather have DJ Chark over Terry McLaurin.
Since we're on this, like maybe I'm driving the hate train here, but like, dude, what would you be doing with Haskins? Like to me, he's a stay away or a sell. If like you can get something in Superflex or Dynasty, like I have not seen anything out of this dude this year that is like screamed to me that he's going to be worth a damn. Like somebody sell me on this or tell me, are you buying? Are you selling? Or are you just like, hell no? Because that's where I'm at. I'm like, nah, I ain't about that. Like. You're living that Jamarcus Russell life, and I'm not with that.
Damn.
I think it's I think it's fair.
It's like that, yeah.
I think it's fair to assess his play thus far to be, not good. But I mean, we want these rookie QBs to be Gardner Minshew or Deshaun Watson, or I mean, Patrick Mahomes wasn't a rookie, but pretty much, and we just can't expect that, I guess. But you gotta appreciate his confidence a little bit, and he's really not in a great situation. And unless you think that Washington's going to draft a QB next year and just completely forget that they just drafted him 15th overall, which is entirely possible. Hi, Josh Rosen. So yeah, I mean, I don't hate it trying to sell it now, but the idea of having a starting QB for 3 years in a super flex league is just always so powerful,
What?
Yeah.
So could y'all see him being the new Rosen? I think it's a great point.
The weird thing is, the question is, all right, is this going to be a thing in the NFL now? I think it's a very distinct possibility.
I mean,
With-
wasn't this birthed in Washington? You had them draft like Cousins and RG3, going back to the birthplace.
I mean, to me,
Your multiple
back then,
quarterbacks?
that was at least about injury insurance, which it seemed to absolutely pay off. I mean, I don't know if that was hedging their bets on the talent of RG3, more of the less that this is really one of the first full-on mobile QBs, short of, like after Michael Vick, who just was always hurt anyway. So, like, to me, they just super hedged their bet on his health. But man, now it's just, yeah, the Cardinals just gave up on Rosen, and I get what they overhauled their entire team. So in that specific instance, it did make sense to have to do that. But Washington doesn't like to do things that make sense anyway. So I can absolutely see them burning a first-round pick on another quarterback. And like, I want to believe Haskins is going to be a thing, not for any real reason beyond the fact that I have like 3 or 4 shares. But I mean, that dude he belongs in the NFL, I think. But yeah, not everyone's ready right away. And I think we've definitely seen that, because even Josh Rosen, when he came in, was said to be the most NFL ready in the class. That's what happens when you put him behind the Arizona and now the Miami offensive line. You need a little bit of help. You need a little bit of time to not die. I mean, David Carr, may he rest in gigantic bicep peace. I mean, he was good when he came in, but then he got sacked more than any quarterback ever in the amount of time he was in the league, and then he retired because he didn't want to just die. I don't remember where I started with this. Oh man, drinking a podcast doesn't work for me. What was I talking about?
Peanut butter whiskey.
Butter whiskey. Yo, seriously, I know you're all just like, seriously, try it. You're drinking peanut butter with a little hint of whiskey. It's not like a strong pairing of the two. It really just, you're drinking peanut butter and it's wonderful, and you get very drunk pretty quickly. That might just be me though.
Do you chase it with like a Jello shot, like for the jelly, or
Holy
not?
shit, I gotta go do that. I'll be right back.
Wow.
What I did make
little
was
graham cracker on the rim of the shot.
Yeah. Grape Jello shot.
What did I do? Peanut butter whiskey and Godiva liqueur. And then you put a little Reese's peanut butter cup on the rim.
Oh, God. All right.
Heavenly.
Hey, Mike, what do you have next?
Yeah, moving on. Gabe is not having it. But before y'all move on, Haskins or a late 2020 second? Which one you got? And Superflex.
I'll hold on to Haskins. If I have Haskins, I'm holding on to Haskins.
I don't hate if it's the 2020 class. Like, I don't really hate that.
I'm just saying, man. Like dude bombs out or something like that. Like,
I think Haskins was like a late first, and that's in the 2019 class. So, in comparison of how godly this 2020 class is, I don't think that's necessarily a huge value loss there.
Peak season, where you at? Late 2020 or Haskins?
Do it in sign language. We can't hear you.
He's silent.
Two?
We can't hear
Or
you.
Give us
no?
an H or the 20.
You or no?
Yeah, you still got nothing.
Still
See, he's
nothing.
saying that he'd keep
Oh,
Haskins
man.
because he looks like a smart guy.
Yeah.
Keep asking. There you go.
Laughing and nodding, kind of.
So forget that, man. I'm packaging Haskins in a 2020 second for Calvin Ridley. I got that, baby.
Oh, okay. Now,
Yes.
Now I see you.
Yes.
And this is from the chat. Haskins or Herbert? Haskins in Washington or Herbert? Unknown.
Man, I'll take the unknown over what we know about Haskins.
yeah, I
Straight
think
up.
I'll take Herbert too.
Yep.
Man, that's wild.
Herbert's
Mike,
probably
where you
about
at?
to land where Haskins did this year in this draft.
Okay, so say Herbert goes, he's not going to go 101 or whatever, but say like he ends up somewhere like Cincy. Say they trade down. You taking Herbert or Haskins?
But it doesn't even matter. You just said you take Herbert, not knowing.
I know where I'm at.
Give me
I'm
the
asking
unknown.
you. I'm
Give me the
asking you.
unknown.
I know where I'm at.
That's the thing. So Haskins in the second, I'm probably holding Haskins, but in the back of my mind, recognizing that, just like Russ said, Washington doesn't do competency. They don't do competency. They don't. And so with that being said, I'd like to hope that they bump their head on a good coaching hire, which they probably won't. But I don't think I want to throw Haskins out just yet. Even if it is this draft class, even if it is for a late second, like I'd rather just wait with Haskins. Now, if you're asking me Haskins versus Herbert, I'm probably going Herbert.
There we go.
Well, I
But,
mean, that's not really all that good. But no, but like, I mean, let's think about it. Herbert was supposed to come out last year, and we had Herbert over Haskins. So, I mean, that comparison right there isn't really, saying Herbert there isn't super. I mean, wrong is the wrong word because it's an opinion, even though it's wrong if you choose Haskins. But like maybe if you McGriff said Hurts, and I assume he's talking about Jalen Hurts as opposed to he just like stubbed his toe or something. That's more of a valid question because at least we were never really comparing the two of them in the first place next to each other. I mean, I guess where do we think is Hurts a first round draft pick in the real world? I mean, Ray is in the chat. I get and McGriff is on these DEVY show people. Let them answer. I mean, I don't necessarily know where he's going to be drafted, but if we can call Hurts a first round draft pick in the NFL, I might take Hurts over Haskins.
Yeah.
I want Hurts.
I think at this point, I don't know, man. Like, there's not a whole lot I've seen out of Haskins that inspires any type of confidence, like rookie or not. Like, the dudes just look bad, like just straight up bad. Like, I don't know, man. Like, even bad rookie quarterbacks that give you some kind of promise or hope and stuff, like, even Jared Goff gave you a glimmer. Like, even under Jeff Fisher, like, oh, man. Like, the rookie season, he had, like, one or two games, like, versus the Saints where he even, like, showed that he had some kind of idea about how to play the quarterback position. Haskins is out there just like, I mean, why aren't y'all blocking longer for me? Like, I mean, what the hell? Like, I don't know, man. I
really hate that one video of him on the sideline.
We do not know that context at all, bro.
I can't, man. Like,
I mean, I'm sure Haskins knows which direction the sun rises and sets in if we're bringing stuff back.
That's fair. He might know where the sun's at, but he sure as hell doesn't know where pass rushers are.
Man,
touche, salesman.
That's good. That's good. And Gabe, I don't know if you saw this this past weekend where Oklahoma was taking on Baylor. Hurts was doing the thing where he was positioning himself in that sweet spot that we had previously talked about. That fourth quarterback who can run. Nobody's really going to be super excited for because all of a sudden he's disappointed. All that jazz. All those things were lining up for us, and then of course they come back and beat Baylor. So then
now he's the Heisman Trophy leader, and
Now you got to blow that high pick on it, boo. That's what's up.
That was him. I don't know who it's going. I don't know who it's going to be now. What? Okay, but what about Daniel Jones?
Hall of Famer Daniel Jones.
I know everyone was nuts and ready to say that you were wrong, and it was like cool to say that you were wrong about him after that one game, and ever since he's just been dog shit after that one game, and he's been like a decent fantasy QB, but I don't think he's been a very good.
He wasn't horrible last. Well, I mean,
he was good versus the Jets.
Yeah, not their bye week the week before,
but it's the Jets.
Wayne Haskins was good against the Jets, bro.
It's fair. I mean,
your boy, D-bro, your boy Haskins was good against the Jets.
Oh, I thought you were about to slap Adam Gase on me. I was like, hell no. I'll take Haskins over Gase. Don't put that on me, man. Don't put that evil on me.
What else did we talk about there? Sorry, I feel like we could talk quarterbacks for a very long time. I find quarterbacks fascinating.
I was like, are you reading the show sheet or where are we at on the show sheet?
Yeah, Justin, come on, man.
Where we at?
Justin, are
Keep
you
us in
back
line,
with us?
Justin.
Can we do a mic test with Justin real quick? We're going to commercial break. This is the open bar every
Peak
Tuesday,
one,
9:30
too.
Eastern ish. We're gonna go to commercial break. Russ, hit the music.
What do you think?
Justin, yeah, we can hear, and we're back. This is the open
You
bar.
know what?
Back on
You know what
hour
really
number
grinds
2,
my
baby.
gears?
Say what?
You know what really grinds my gears?
Hey.
Hey!
Oh man. What was it?
What was it, Justin? What grinds your gears?
when your mics won't work.
Oh, that was
Just like
way
that.
too ironic. Yeah, nailed that one.
Yep.
South. Hey.
What's a 57 on it?
Hey.
I feel like that was just the end of like a old Budweiser commercial. Like,
Was
oh my gosh! I feel sorry for anybody tuning in on YouTube. That's what's up.
That's
They
not
know-
even an
they know
old
what's up.
Budweiser. What are you talking about?
What were we talking about? QBs? Are there going to be 4 or 5 QBs in the first round of the NFL draft? How many? 3, 4, 5? Do we have a Vegas over under yet on that?
Aren't there always?
Yeah, I know.
well, you know what I'm gonna do.
Is Tua
know?
still going to be in the first? And the Patriots, are they going to get him? And are we going to be sad about
Exactly
that?
what I said.
So, looking at the 2020 eligible quarterbacks here, courtesy of DLF. And you know what? While we're at it, we might as well shout out the big homie himself, J Mike 2, aka Ray GQ, aka Ray G Songbird, aka DDP's finest. His ranks have Tua 1, Burrow 2. Actually, no, this is not even right. He updated this back on the 14th. So we've got Tua, Joe Burrow, Jalen Hurts was 3, Herbert was 4, and Eason was 5. Jacob Eason. Of those guys, if we look at those quarterback needy teams, what, Miami, Cincinnati, anybody else that's like dying to have one of these guys?
I mean, there's always Tampa and Tennessee. Dying is the wrong word for them too, but there's a likelihood.
Mhm. I mean, I think out of the names that you mentioned, I think we see probably 3 guys go in the first, like
At
Burrow, Hurts, and Herbert. Like those guys,
And
feel
then
like
someone
they-
trades up for someone because that always happens.
Yeah,
You
I
don't
mean,
think Tua is going to go first in the first?
he could. I mean, it depends on what his health looks like. If he's able to work out and all that kind of good stuff. I mean, put it this way. I mean, if he falls, I'm not going to be like some team could swoop in and get him in the second and come out with like a massive, massive hit. But it just depends on how froggy people are feeling about it. Like how his medicals come out after that hip injury. I think that 3 quarterbacks in the first is probably a lock, and I don't think that's crazy to say.
Oh yeah, that's definitely. It's going to be a San Francisco type move. They're going to trade up to grab Tua, and then he's never going to play in the NFL because that is something that San Francisco has always liked to do.
It's pretty fair.
Ooh, Tennessee. Forgot about Tennessee.
Dude,
Right, I'm hijacking.
Tennessee
Go
feels
for
like a good Herbert spot. Just saying it.
That does feel like a good Herbert spot. Or
Would that make people feel good about Corey Davis?
I mean, do you ever really feel good about Corey Davis?
I
Heck
want to
yeah,
feel good about Corey
man.
Davis.
All the
Nothing
time.
can make
I
you feel
mean-
good about more.
I think that would vault some AJ Brown in my mind.
Yeah.
What were you about to say, Russ?
I'm hijacking this for a
Just
second because I
drop
need
it.
help. All right, so 12-team dynasty best ball, tight end premium, a mid 2022nd or Darren Waller,
Tight end premium?
tight end premium.
Waller.
Waller.
All right, yeah, D-Bro, you should probably cover your ears for this one. He may or may not be in this league. He's totally in this league.
Oh, hey, nah, you don't need to do that trade. That trade is garbage. You don't need Waller.
This team, I tried so damn hard to tank, and
Didn't we just play each other this year?
Yeah,
I mean, this week,
and I beat you. Why?
What?
I'm in the playoffs.
No, you didn't beat me. Hold up, I gotta pull this up. I don't think you beat me.
161 to 151. I won.
What?
Yeah. Austin Eckler, bitch.
Oh, damn it. I didn't know you had
Eckler.
somebody going on Monday night. I had the win going in there, and I was like,
I thought I was tanking, and then all of a sudden, I just keep winning, and I'm going to get in based on points, even if I start losing. So I might as well make a bit of a playoff run. So the thing is, I have 6 2021sts.
Dang.
Right?
Damn. Wow. I was not privy to this information.
And I have 3.
What you gonna do with
2022nd.
all them first? All them first.
Hey.
Let's go trade up for quarterbacks.
So is it a team that you think can actually win, Russ? Like not just make the playoffs, but like, do you think you have a legit shot?
Yeah. I mean, I never thought I was going to win. I mean, the thing is, I have Mahomes and Watson. So a lot of weeks that just sort of helps me win on its own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, I just had Jakeem Grant drop 20-something points.
You've got Eckler, you got Jacobs, Singletary in your backfield. I'm in the league, so I'm just reading off your team. You son of a bitch! You still have Rob Foster.
I believe, man. I believe in Robert Foster.
I believe it too.
I know.
You
Why
never
you
trade
hating
him to
me,
me.
bro? That's your boy.
And that is my boy. I'm hating because he would never trade him to me. He's like, it's Robert Foster for a first. I'm like, I mean, I love it, but damn, Russ.
Get your mans. Get your mans right there.
I mean, dude, you got some good guys here, man. Like, if Tyreek is out, you got Gallup, you got Nicole Hardman.
It's like I really do. Like, if this team weren't best ball, it would be awful. But the fact that I don't have to choose who to start, it's actually a pretty good team.
Don't cover your ears there. He's got Sutton there, Gabe.
I heart that.
Slow deep breath.
You loved him so much that you traded him.
and you-
TX6.
Dude, I trade everything.
And you got Dallas Goddard, man. I don't know, man.
You know what?
I mean, are you getting Waller in that league?
Yeah.
For a second?
Yeah.
That's automatic. How have you not already accepted that to me?
I mean, I'm accepting it now, but I don't know. I wanted to.
Oh, sorry. That's
Can a brother bring something to the show? I mean, I'm trying to help out.
Dude, that's a hella trade right there, man. Like a mid-second for Waller and tight end premium.
Yeah, and like it's my second he's asking for, so I'm gonna make the playoffs at this point. Plus, it's making my team a little better. So,
and you got what, 6 firsts?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Well, I guess I know what league I'm dropping after this year.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch. Hey, J Mike, you want to join my league?
I've specifically told Gabe, do not allow me to join any other leagues until I make the conscious effort to cut leagues, because I'm not doing this again.
That always feels so hard to do.
Oh, dude, it's
I
rough.
dropped 5 right before the season, and it was like heartbreaking for me. But
J
I
Mike,
knew
how
I
many
had to
leagues
do
you
it.
got? I gotta know.
Bro, on MFL alone, dynasty leagues, I've got. Let me double check here.
I need the head count, dude. I need the head count. I'm not gonna ask Outhouse because that dude's gonna like go through like 7 different apps and stuff like that to give you like 30.
I tried to get on the MFL,
9.
but I'm stuck in some home leagues.
9
some charity
MFL
leagues.
dynasties.
9? Oh, that's cute.
9.
Oh, that's not bad.
On
I thought we were gonna
MFL.
get double digits, baby.
No, I'm in double digits if you count like Sleeper and ESPN,
Oh, okay.
your gross stuff. But like dynasties, 9 specifically on MFL. Those are the ones I look at most.
Peak season. How many you got?
I got 12 dynasties, and then one.
J Mike's reaction.
So
And one what, Pete?
1 keeper, 3 redraft that we do every year. So yeah, 15. I guess one of the redrafts is a guillotine. So the nice part was when I finally lost in that, I don't have to bother with it anymore.
Now I got to look at mine. I'm sitting here talking.
All right. I got 16 Dynasty, 1 contract, 3 Dynasty Best Ball, 3 charity leagues that are redraft. Oh, sorry, 4 Dynasty Best Ball, and 2 keeper leagues.
8 dynasties, 3 redraft.
Get on my level.
Dude, I can't. I just can't. I got enough hours in the day with writing everything. I can't,
get super.
Dude.
Oh yeah, I don't do that shit.
Oh,
but I mean,
God.
if I didn't have a job where I could completely ignore my work and sit at a computer and do my fantasy football stuff during the day, I would not be able to do this. I mean, at all.
Man.
Well, that would be my question: is like, what is your sweet spot? What would be your sweet spot as it pertains to dynasty leagues?
Who you throwing this at? Russ or me?
No, all of us, just as a discussion point. Because so let's say this. Let's say you blink, basically you go to bed tonight and you wake up with the perfect amount of leagues, specifically dynasty. You wake up in the perfect amount of dynasty leagues. What does that number look like for you to be able to stay sane, totally enjoy yourself, immerse yourself in all the leagues, league chats, and really, really enjoy yourself? What does that number look like for you guys?
5. I'm just gonna straight up say it 5.
Dude, I mean, I have 7 trade addicts leagues. I can't say 5.
I mean, I'm saying for me. 3 kids, writing, all that kind of mess and stuff like that.
The thing is, like, I have a few that, I mean, don't even have chats. Like, they just use Facebook that no one even looks at. Like, I mean, they're pretty much home leagues. I could probably get rid of those and be okay with them, except one that I'm just crushing. Yeah, I mean, I could drop it down to probably maybe 10 to 12 dynasty leagues, not including the best ball ones, and feel good about it. I mean, I do feel kind of bad that not all of my leagues that have chats are as active as I would like them to be, but the fact that I'm in 18 that all have chats kind of makes it a little difficult to keep them all going. Yeah, 10-ish, it'd probably make me feel pretty good about it, though. Sadly, I'd probably be left a little bored every once in a while trying to look for trades.
Or you just be making more trades than the leagues you're in.
Gabe.
I mean, even in the trade addicts leagues, people tell me to leave them alone after a while. I mean,
yes,
because I think that. Well, I think that the number. I think what you said, D-Bro, is probably where I'm at. Would be the 5. Peak. What do you say? I'll come right back to you, Gabe.
I'm saying probably still 10 or so. I could drop a couple dynasty leagues. I can never give up the redraft leagues that I'm in, the keeper stuff, because it's like I do some of that home leagues and like saying out house. It's just easy money. I can't I just kill all those.
oh yeah. No, like redraft leagues. Like there's one league I'm in that's like $100 buy-in. Like they're just basically like, here, take my money. It's all good.
I got to use those to fund all my dynasty leagues, but yeah, probably about 10 or so.
So, Gabe, what the question was essentially, be great. Sorry. So with so let's say you go to bed. Wait. First of all, how many dynasty leagues are you in currently? Just best guess. Not anything. I mean, total to the
dynasty leagues.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Remember the time he said guess and don't actually say
He lifts one eyebrow like he's actually guessing.
And then the other one comes up as he looks.
So you're in 8. So if you went to bed tonight, woke up in the morning, how many dynasty leagues would you consider the sweet spot for you to be able to be involved in league chats? Which I know you love league chats. I know they're your favorite thing ever. What does that look like for you? How many leagues would you like to be in?
League chats need to be on one fucking app. We need to figure out like what we like, because I'm sick of Voxer and GroupMe and Twitter. Like, just figure it out, okay? Fuck.
Did you just turn Canadian for a second?
Yeah, it was,
Peak. What is he logging out? What you doing,
I
man?
think he's doing jumping jacks. Are you gonna do a workout for us? You
No,
gonna do
just
some
making
80
another
push-ups?
Huh?
I'm just making another drink,
Oh, perfect.
Oh,
That's what I
okay,
did.
okay.
Yeah.
but I had to come in and second that notion. We need one app that all the fantasy community really loves.
Fuck, man. Figure it out.
Like, that's some serious conviction. Like, that
It
dude was
is.
heading towards the bar and sitting there and pouring another drink, and he was like, wait a minute, I gotta sit here and tell y'all, like, I'm down
I have
with
an
that.
opinion
Too
on
many
that.
damn
Like,
chats.
just one app.
I'm gonna put it out
So
there. I
to-
like GroupMe. Just saying.
Ugh,
I
hate it.
like GroupMe.
I don't understand why people like Voxer.
Voxer
It is
fucking
terrible.
sucks.
I hate Voxer. I'm all for Slack.
Needlessly complicated. It's great for work, but it
delayed-
is terrible on a personal level.
What's up,
Agree with
Jimmy?
that.
Delayed
It is
spoiler
a
alert.
good chat app, but not good for fantasy football leagues.
Delayed spoiler alert. John Bosch, please mute the heinous crime against Voxer that Russ just did. Please don't hurt him and don't hold this against him. Whatever you do.
I
Okay.
hate Voxer.
Spoiler
I
alert
enjoy
has ended.
the ability to talk, but I hate when they get like long and they're all like 2 or 3 minutes long and everyone has a fucking thing to say. And then it's like now we all have to start doing the communication by talking. And it's like, okay, why didn't we just open up the open bar and start and press play?
Seriously.
Like what are,
Fucking
What
hang
are
out,
we
stream
doing?
it. Yeah.
I hate it when I go into Voxer and I read like 30 messages and then like I get out of Voxer and it's like the little 30 like symbol is still there and it's like
Yeah.
beep, beep. I'm
Glitchy
like,
as shit.
wait a minute,
It's
I
awful.
just read those and it's like,
Yep.
no, you didn't.
yeah,
You
it's
didn't.
surprising
You didn't
how
really
behind
read
that app
them.
is.
You
It's
read
an
them,
app
but
from
did
like
you understand them?
2004.
Well, I have to mark all as read and then
And that works most of the time, not all of the time.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
hashtag down with Voxer. Okay.
Down with Voxer.
Yeah, down Voxer.
J
Man.
Mike, I would feel comfortable. I would want kind of just my issue is I think I have too many of the same league.
There we go. There we
and-
go.
And then I also have issues with like money, like I want it to like cost money for me to be more interested, I guess. Like I'm not like flexing here by any means, but I just like I have a really hard time paying for a $15 league and then just like I just don't care as much unless it's intriguing enough, which John Bosch, shout out to him, has made some leagues that are intriguing enough for me to, play for lower amounts of.
Does
Skrilla.
anybody play free leagues anymore? Like, is that a thing?
Last year, 2 years ago, was the last year I played in a free league.
Ugh, I can't. Nah, man.
Yeah, I see.
Gotta
the
get
thing
that
is,
money.
like, yeah, I mean, I'm the opposite of Gabe. Like, you put money down so people don't forget it exists. But
Yeah.
I'm a volume player. Like, all my leagues are 42 mostly. Well, the Trade Addicts leagues are 42. The charity, the cartoon do-gooders are 30. I try and keep them a little cheap, so it's more about the fun as opposed to. It's funny, like when I do a Trade Addicts league, what I do is who's interested? Everyone replies. I literally take people at random to put them in, and before I just say, hey, you're in, like I talk to them a little bit first, and I say, these leagues are for fun, and if you're about to say, well, winning is fun, I don't want you in my league. I mean, that, like, to me, that's like, it sort of defeats the purpose of at least what I play for. It's always nice to win, but I don't want to be in a $200 league where I start getting angry that I'm losing, because let's face it, I'm not super great at this all the time. My $100 redraft league starring Juju Smith-Schuster, Allen Robinson, all these people that seemed great at one point. Just, I got 3 wins. They were 3 good wins, but that's about all I got. It's about fun, and like, I don't want to get myself at a point where it starts being about, oh, I just wasted so much money on this bad year. It'd be more about just having fun.
Or Russ comes at you like a true, or comes at you like a true G-Gen, or comes at a true D-Gen and says, come on, man, what about another league? Nah, I think I might be typed out. Nah, man, but it's best ball. You don't have to do anything with it. It's best ball. Like, okay, well that sounds good, and it's only $30. All right, fuck it, I'm in. All right, fine, fine.
I don't know why. Like I needed to be in a league with Debro, and I'm just like he kept saying no, and I'm just like, dude, come on, it's just.
I was like, man, I don't know. And he's like,
it's for charity.
And I'm like, fine. And he goes, and I didn't even mention it's for charity. And I was like, all right, you already had me. All right, I'm already in. I don't know what else do you want. You got me. You got me.
Oh yeah, don't get me wrong. What I feel about me wanting for leagues that doesn't carry over to when I start like trying to bash people into joining my leagues. That's not the same thing.
I think Russ just wanted to fight with the who could be the biggest Calvin Ridley truther.
Shout out. Well, there's that. Shout out to Zach, one of obviously my big brother at the Dynasty Dummies. And so Zach put in the chat, and this is I presume in reference to the 12 Olympians. He said, for me, it was J. Mike and Debro in this league, and then that was the clincher.
Well, no, like it's something Zach has said that I completely agree with. And sorry, Gabe goes a little against what you said before. If you start off by telling me who's in a league, I will probably join it before you tell me what the details of the league are. Like I'm in so many leagues at this point where it doesn't necessarily even really matter. To me, it's better when they're the same, so I don't have to, stop and think about my lineups that much. It's just like, okay, no, I could just do this. It's fine. All the scoring's the same. I know what I'm doing, as opposed to needing to stop and think while I'm setting 26 lineups. So, to me, league itself doesn't matter, because at this point, I just want to join leagues of people I want to be in leagues with, because I do like jumping in all group chats whenever I physically can. Because again, I just don't like doing my job during the day.
I do agree with that, actually, because I was certainly at a level of like, I've had enough. I'm diversified like enough to my liking to where it's not too busy. And like you were the last league that I joined. And I kind of told you, and I told anyone who like was also asking me to join. I'm like, fuck no, I'm not coming. I'm not joining. Okay, I'm joining. It was mostly because of kind of the people that were in it. I enjoy everyone that's in that league. So, yeah, you got me.
He gets you, man. Like Russell hit you with those DMs, and then like you're like, nah. You're better off just to be like delete. Because once you read it, you're just like, all right, well, fuck it, fine.
The best is like
I'm in.
Bobby Koch. Is also in Trade Addict 7, and for a while he was just like, I don't know if I could afford another league, and I'm like, it's me. Don't worry about it. We'll figure it out. Just join the goddamn league, Bobby.
Is Bobby in? Bobby's in, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Bobby's in.
Bobby's in.
Yeah, Bobby's in.
Russ is like the Godfather. You can't tell him no. I'll make you an offer you can't refuse.
Which is awesome, because today I actually wore the RotoWear shirt where it says the commissioner, but in like the Godfather font.
It's true though, man.
That's actually really good.
Look, somebody needs to be the head of this fantasy dynasty community, and I was the one to step up.
You're throwing your hat in the ring.
He's like,
yeah, because I have that Brando presence that I could pull this off.
Peaker, have you been proposed by Russ?
They couldn't refuse.
Has Russ come to you with an offer you can't refuse?
Yeah, what was it, last summer? Before TA6, he tried to get me in do-gooders. I told him no.
He did.
He tried to get me in, I forgot something else, and I was like, no, bro, I don't think it's going to happen. He's like, all right, well, I've got another Trade Addicts league coming open, and I think you should just really think about it. And I was like, all right, man, whatever, I'll think about it.
Wait, hold up. You said no to
you should
do-gooders?
think about it.
You said no to do-gooders?
He said no to the first one, I think it was.
I think one was a charity. One was, I think it was 3 leagues. I remember one was a charity, and then obviously TA6. But TA6, I think I originally said no to TA6 too, and then I was like, no,
yeah, you probably did, but that doesn't affect me.
I think it's exactly what you said when you told me who was in it. I was like, well, I'm in.
Yeah,
he's gonna find that in, man. He's gonna keep working. He's like, well, hold up, I got these guys in. Are you really gonna be the guy that tells me no? I mean, come on. Don't be that guy.
Oh,
Come
night,
on.
night, Zach. See, that's how you know if I really like you. Like if I ask you to join the league and you say no, I'm like, all right, cool, bro. See you later. You know, just be worried at that point.
then Russell shut his laptop like I asked. I mean, what else can I do?
I mean, y'all told me to go after it. I went. I mean, but
The funniest joke I've told myself was that next season, I'm only going to join one new league, Trade Addicts League.
Sure.
Yeah.
You're gonna go crazy. How are you gonna run 8 Trade Addicts leagues?
I mean, to be honest, it's not really super hard running them. Like, I don't really have to do too much. They run themselves during the season, and there's no deadlines, trade deadlines. So I don't have to remember to like police anything. The only thing that's a pain in the ass is collecting money is the fucking worst part of being a commissioner. As long as you don't have completely shitty owners, that still sucks to this day. But otherwise, like beyond that, there's nothing super difficult about running because my leagues are super simplistic. I don't know how the shit like John Bosch does the stuff he does, or Scott, or Brian.
Does he sleep? Like, does Bosch sleep?
Well,
Like
see, isn't he? He's a pharmacist, isn't he? He just takes those cocktails and. Yeah,
Or he's handing them out. He's just like, whatever. Yeah.
Hey Russ, I don't know if you saw this, but Zach asked who's in TA 8.
Oh, here we go. I think we're starting the league right now.
Whoa.
Why
Shit,
can't
I need
we
to log
just
out. I
start
need to mute
drafting
it.
right now? Could you
I need to
you
mute
just
it.
start setting it up? We could do an in-season dynasty.
you're kidding? It takes 3 seconds to click that duplicate league button.
Damn it!
That's all I gotta do.
Damn it! I was kidding.
Oh God, I feel like I pulled into
Gabe,
something.
are you gonna be the first person to be in two TA leagues?
No,
Besides Russ and Brian.
no, Har is the only.
Right.
Me and Har are the only people in multiple TA leagues. Much to Shane Manila's chagrin. That man has given me shit every time I talk about a different TA leagues. Like, I'm not in that league. What? Stop talking. Russ, I hate you not putting me in that league. Yeah.
Oh, shout out Neil Drox. What up, Neil? Back row of back row fame. Neil's on Periscope. He says, I like leagues.
Yeah.
I like
Good
lamb.
contribution, man.
Yeah.
Thanks for
I
stopping.
like that, Neil. Neil, I like leagues.
Don't worry, if
I'll
Russ
win.
comes at you and you say no, and he says, "All right, fine, that's cool, peace out,"
That's cool, man.
then you know just what it meant to be.
This is going to be a hard right turn from what we've just been talking about. Just real quick, I don't want you to think about it. I just want you to answer. Okay, Peak, I'm going to start with you. Peak, you ready?
Justin.
I'm ready.
All right, here we go.
Can you hear me? I'm ready.
I can hear you. Yes. Josh Jacobs or Stephon Diggs?
Jacobs.
Okay.
I felt dirty.
It felt dirty. D-Bro, you're about to have one of those Red Fox heart attacks.
No, it hurts, man. Damn it! Don't come to me. Go to Outhouse. Don't come to me.
I hit my laptop. I don't want to answer this question.
I don't want to answer this. I don't
The
want
answer is
it.
Jacobs, but I hate it. I hate saying that word.
No!
I love Diggs so damn much,
Exactly.
but that offense doesn't.
Oh God.
Gabe, what do you think?
You love Jacobs so much, man. I know what you're up to here.
You don't know what I'm up to.
I
You
know
don't
it.
know.
I know exactly
You
what
don't know?
what you're up to here.
Just answer the question. Answer the question, pal.
Diggs.
By a lot, a little, just enough.
I just like
Yeah.
Diggs more.
Okay. I mean, but by a lot, or just what's the margin?
What's the margarine more like? Because it's more. And
Blue bonnet. Hey.
I can't believe it's not butter.
All right, D-Bro, you skated around this too long. Oh my God, this guy.
Damn, man.
I'm gonna stall for you for a second, D-Bro.
I love Diggs.
I love Diggs too. Hold on. This is important non-football information. Entertainment Weekly just tweeted out that Julia Roberts was suggested to play Harriet Tubman in a biopic.
No.
What?
What do the kids say? What do the kids say?
What do they say? What in the fuck? Or what?
You're canceled.
No.
You're canceled.
No.
I'm not even going to explore how that would work out.
No.
No.
Like, this was Julia Roberts was suggested to play Harry Tubman by studio exec. I hope that studio exec was fired on the spot.
Welcome to America. Here we are.
Was that studio exec Helen Keller? Like, how do you pull that off? Like, I don't understand that.
I think his first name was Adolf. I don't remember. I couldn't remember his last name.
God.
Man.
Oh, damn, he went there. Shit.
So, Diggs or Jacob? Yeah,
question.
Debro.
Oh, God. You're going to make me say Jacobs. Oh, and I hate it, man. God dang it, I hate it.
Let's think about it. Jacobs, I mean, he's a top 12 running back, right?
Dude, I love Diggs. I cannot stress how much I love Stephon Diggs. But, like, his contract is basically non-guaranteed. Like, the Vikings could just be like,
Good.
bye.
Let him. He'll probably end up in freaking Washington or Miami.
No, that's my point. Like, he'll be the next, like, actually good Dante Moncrief. Like, he'll just hop around. And, like, nobody will give him freaking targets. Like, I love Stephon Diggs, but, like, as far as, like, youth and certainty, I gotta go with Jacobs, man. And I hate, damn it, Jay Mike, why do you do this to me? I hate that.
Close it. Close the bar. As the kids say, you canceled.
If you're gonna follow this up with a David Montgomery question, man, I don't know. I might be out, baby. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh. Harriet Tubman. Oh man. Outhouse reporting nothing but the news. Wow, that's I've got a couple more here, and again, I'm pulling these basically from November ADP because I think that these matchups are fun here. Real quick, and we'll see. We're going to test your Calvin Ridley love here. Calvin Ridley or Joe Mixon?
Oh, Ridley. Not even close, Ridley.
Yeah.
What'd you say, Russ?
Ridley. I just if Mixon was on a different team, it would be a very different question. But man, Cincinnati's a freaking mess, and man, they can't keep their O-line healthy. It's like a Washington thing or the Chargers. Like, there's some teams that we know the Washington Doctors are just fucking awful.
Dude,
don't trust them. I can't.
My biggest thing about Joe Mixon is they did not give him any kind of pass game work this year. Like, all your pass catchers like die except for Tyler Boyd and the tight end that is Auden Tate. And you don't give Joe Mixon like any targets? Like, what in the actual hell? Like, that's the part where I'm just like, all right, whatever. I guess they drafted first round running back next year. I don't know. Like,
yeah, they just don't want to win. So
I don't get it, man. Like, it's really for me. Come on, peak season.
Going Ridley.
Wow.
What about you? What about you, J Mike?
You seem astonished, J Mike.
I was abstaining because I was asking the question. I was doing my host duties.
And Gabe seemed to have checked out, so it's on you.
Yeah, he hates me. I get it.
I don't answer questions. We've been through this.
When
are you too busy? Are you in the chat right now? Is that why?
Sharing your takes.
I'm just sending tweets. Just sending tweets.
Questions
back.
must be submitted in triplicate.
What was it, Mixon or Ridley? I would take.
Yep.
I would take Joe Mixon.
I think I'm taking Mixon too. Actually.
Yep.
That's my co-host.
Would y'all take Ridley over Mixon 3 months ago? Yes. I know that doesn't necessarily matter. I'm just curious.
No, I wouldn't have. I wouldn't.
Oh wait, is that before the season?
That would be about August 19th. Yeah.
I had higher hopes for Mixon before
Me
the season.
too.
I think before the season I would have said Mixon, but
do you think we just didn't know enough then? Like, what we knew the offensive line was bad.
Well, I mean, the offensive line wasn't bad before the season.
But we didn't know that Zach Taylor hated him in the past.
We only liked Tyler Boyd. We knew Andy Dalton's going to be what he is. We knew he was kind of on thin ice already. I mean, maybe we didn't expect 0 and 10. Is that what week it is? Week 11? Yeah, 0 and 10. Maybe we didn't expect that.
I didn't expect him to
I
not
certainly
even
think
use
we
him.
expected a bit of a better season from Mixon, just even with the poor O-line, the poor offense, whatever, all the above. But shoot, I don't know, man. That's some disrespect.
Put some respect on it. Okay, I've got one last one. And just for reference, just so you guys know, Joe Mixon 27 overall in November ADP. Calvin Ridley 35 overall ADP. Yeah. And these two guys are nestled right next to each other. Curious what you guys think of this. Actually, I've got two more because these are all right in line. Tyler Boyd or Miles Sanders?
Do you
I'm
want to
gonna
be
go
a good player on a bad team or a good player on a decent team that won't get you used?
Well,
Tyler Boyd.
Peak said Boyd, right? Peak, you say Boyd or Sanders?
I said Boyd.
Boyd, gotcha.
I'm going to stick with my Boyd love on this one.
I'm gonna go Sanders.
Okay.
I don't think
Tyler
Boyd. I'm sorry. I know I don't answer questions, but if you would like me to provide some input here, I would love to do that on our show.
Go for it. Go for
All
it,
right.
sir.
So I was thinking this whole breakdown between Tyler Boyd and Miles Sanders. I think Tyler Boyd is capped on his value, man. He's just not going to go anywhere from where he is being taken in dynasty drafts, which is what you're about to tell us. And Miles Sanders certainly has some room to grow. And I feel like he might have more appeal on the sell front, even if you don't like Sanders versus Boyd. I think Boyd is Boydering. Ugh. Sauce.
Damn. I
Tyler-
sauce to anything.
Dude, I just
Tyler
can't with Tyler
Boyd.
Boyd, man. Like I loved him coming in this year, and now, like at this point of the season, I mean, basically he's what, like a ceiling of 14 or 12 points. Like,
But yeah, it's like a consistent 12.
yeah, like
ADP
I
before.
tweeted today, I was like, it's the ugliest 12 points you ever got in your life. Like, it's just 6 for 60. That's what you got. No touchdowns, nothing. Oof, there you go.
I mean, he needs the team to be better. I mean, that's, I think, kind of obvious. You know, he needs he needs a quarterback. He needs an offensive line to actually let that quarterback stand for 3 seconds before he can throw the ball.
He
And
needs some red zone targets with needs. Shit.
Yeah, that too. They need to get to the red zone so he can get some red zone targets.
Fair.
And like, let's be honest, he's better with AJ Green on the field. Like, they need that number one for. Did that echo for everyone or just me?
Echo.
All right, it went away. Yeah, so he needs that number one. It doesn't need it because he still did well with AJ Green out last year a little bit, but he did better with AJ Green on the field and still saw lots of targets even though Green was there. So I mean, sorry, go. I ran out of things to say.
No, I didn't mean to cut your point off. I just want to say this. Speaking of targets for Tyler Boyd, anybody want to guess how many through week 11? How many targets Tyler Boyd has on the season?
Dear God in heaven. 115.
Yeah, I was gonna say like maybe about 10 a game, averaging ish. Maybe about 100, 110.
Lower.
We go the under.
Yep.
Tyler Boyd on the season so far, 93 targets.
Yeah. I mean, it's a little lower than I thought, but I mean, that's not super lower than.
Yeah, I think I just say that to say, I mean, that's
not what we expected.
Yeah. Right. And like he had several games where he was getting 11, 13, 14 targets. Yeah. One of the issues became obviously these last couple of weeks where he hadn't been uber targeted, but also on the season with those 93 targets, he's only got 58 catches.
Dude, so. I think the best, and I wish I could give credit to somebody on Twitter about this. but I don't remember where I heard it from. Like Tyler Boyd's season has been like somebody out in the Twitterverse said that Tyler Boyd has been the sexy version of Jarvis Landry this year, and I could not agree more. Like, dear God, I could not agree with more with that. Like, it's real, man. Like, golly.
The sexy version of Jarvis Landry. That's funny. That's probably about right,
like
though.
Browns Jarvis Landry.
Not like Miami Jarvis Landry.
Oh,
Dude, Browns Jarvis Landry isn't doing that bad this year.
yeah.
More catches on the season. Tyler Boyd or Jarvis Landry.
I think it's Landry, isn't it?
Are we saying currently or
Right now.
okay.
I think it's Landry.
Yeah, I'll stick with Landry.
Man, I bet those are pretty close.
Yeah.
Tyler Boyd, 58 catches on the season. Jarvis Landry, 49.
Yeah.
Oh.
Damn.
I knew he's really just come on these last few games.
Oh yeah, yeah. He did. He did start real damn slow. That's true.
Yep.
Yeah.
He does have 3
Yeah,
touchdowns.
but like lately with Odell getting his 4 catches for 60 yards every single game, Boyd's been having like 6 catches for 60 something yards and a touchdown for some reason along with that. So like he's doing sneakily pretty well. He's quietly having a great wide receiver 2 season. I fucking hate the quietly thing, by the way.
Oh
Just
my
need to
God.
throw it in there though.
Shh, so quiet. How close are they in ADP? J Mike, Landry, or well, fuck it. Who? Just ask the people. Landry or Boyd?
Boyd.
Boyd, because we know where he's going to be. Landry, I think, is going to be on a
Boyd.
different team next year.
Really?
Oh.
Yep.
Oh yeah, he's like 16 million or something crazy.
His
next year,
contract
and they can get out.
falls to nothing. His contract falls to nothing after this year. Yep. Agreed.
My.
But they don't really have to spend any money either, though. Like, I don't see why they wouldn't keep him for cheap as a.
Well, no, he's costs a lot, but it just costs nothing to cut him.
Yeah, it costs nothing to cut him. His dead cap goes to nothing after this year.
But it
Tyler
costs a lot.
Boyd.
Costs a lot
Oh
to
man,
keep
there's
him.
a big difference
Yeah.
in their ADP.
Gotcha.
Yeah, buddy. Tyler Boyd, 48 overall. Jarvis Landry, get this, 89 overall.
At
Oh
those
my God.
prices, I'll be smashing Landry.
I was close, man. The number I was thinking in my head was 96 for his ADP.
That's
He went
super
as
low.
high as 66, and then he went as low as 104. That's
Wow.
bonkers.
Oh man, Jarvis Landry at pick 104.
Screaming by
Every team.
Yeah.
Dude, so if Jarvis Landry gets cut, where do you want him to fall? Where does he go that you're like, oh, I gotta have him? Tell me
He fits
that.
on just almost every single he fits on teams. Like that's like.
Yep.
I mean, he was ahead of the curve. He's what teams are looking for now. So I mean, there's very few places I would be upset that he landed at this point. Again, I don't want anyone to land in Cincinnati or Washington. The Jets he could avoid as well. That'd be great. Or
Well,
the
they
Giants,
have his
because all they have
doppelganger
are
of
top
Jam-
receivers.
They have a doppelganger of Jamison Crowder, so they don't need him
Yeah.
in New York.
Yeah, but that
so,
does again. Jets don't really have the greatest front office, so
yeah, fair. They could be like the Eagles and sign a bunch of slot receivers, or the Giants. So
it was funny. I was about to laugh and say the Eagles or the Bills because they just like to sign the same person over and over again.
Ooh, Commissioner McGriff paired up with Hopkins in Houston would be interesting.
Oh,
Yep.
I would love that. I wouldn't love that for
Yeah,
you,
could-
but I would love it as for the Texans. I would love it.
Hopkins, Fuller, Jarvis. Oh my.
Man, they need a burner that doesn't die. I mean, both Kenny Stills and Will Fuller cannot stay on the field. Like they need. I don't know what burner stays healthy these days.
I was just about to say all the.
I was about to say they need someone like DJ. No, they need someone like Brandon. No, they need someone like Hollywood. No.
Need someone like Tyreek.
Oh, damn.
Henry Ruggs.
Like T.Y.
Henry
Hilton.
Ruggs. Draft
Oh man.
That's funny.
I'm scrolling. I can't
Oh.
see. I mean,
All the burners have died. Oh god.
John. Oh,
DJ Shark was supposed to be a burner,
yeah.
and now he's.
Until he became an
They
alpha.
turned him
No.
to not one of those.
Yeah.
I mean, DK's fast, but that's not what he is. That works. Tyler Lockett. Oh man, that's it. Landry in Seattle. I want it. Book it.
I don't
You
even
can't
like,
have-
I don't think
No.
Landry's leaving
No.
Cleveland next year. I still don't really agree with that. Like, I get the whole saving money thing, but I don't think they have to save it, and I don't see why they
I mean, that is super
would
true. I don't
want-
know what
like,
they're
like maybe if he
cap
was
is.
underperforming, but like y'all said already, he's kind of having a
well,
decent year.
I got one for you. So, say Fitz hangs at the cleats. Jarvis Landry for the Cardinals?
Oh.
Ooh.
I mean, as a Seahawks fan, I hate it, but as a fantasy football
Dude.
fan, I love it.
That would be. Whew.
I'm already all Arizona everything at this point. With that
I
offense.
wish I bought some
Tyler.
Kyler Murray shares. I wish I took the risk on him. I did not. I literally have zero. And it was sort of like week 4-ish. I'm like, that's it. I'm going to overpay for a Kyler Murray share. Oh God, I would not overpay what these people wanted anymore. Like it was nuts to try and buy Kyler. Now it would be insane. Like I'm going to hope something stupid happens over the offseason so I could buy him somewhere. But yeah.
Could you still get Kirk? Would you be buying him?
Oh, I love Kirk. I'm all about that. Yeah. I'm trying still actively.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Of course.
And-
I did just trade him away, of course, for Kenny Galladay. Well, not straight up, but
I mean, when you get Kenny G, you got to, man. Come on.
until Matt Stafford felt like breaking his freaking back.
Ah, he died.
Why would he do that to me? I mean,
I hate it. I hate it.
Hey,
I love
to be fair,
Stafford, man. Stafford.
he was definitely gonna play.
I
He
know
was
that dude's
definitely gonna
he's
play.
insane.
That dude's a warrior, man.
The doctors were like, "Look, bro."
Look, man. Look, dog.
And see, coming into
Yeah,
the season, I hear all this stuff about how Stafford sucks, but now everybody's like, "Oh, Stafford's great."
See, I never
Bro,
had a
that-
thing against Stafford. I
Always loved him.
It was Bevel.
death to Darryl Bevel. That's what
Dude,
it was. And
exactly.
he
That was
was
the
always
thing,
better.
though. Like everybody was like, Stafford's terrible. It's all propped up volume. Blah 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 blah.
that's
Listen, I'll be the first to say that I definitely put Stafford to bed, but it was largely around Darryl Bevel. So,
Yeah.
I'll eat the L on that one. That's the way that goes.
Yeah, absolutely. Me too. Yeah. That was, on our show, we do make amends. Well, whenever we actually do our actual show sheets. And I think it was like week 3, like right away, I was just like, oh man, Stafford's throwing like 40 balls every week. No. Why couldn't you do this in Seattle? I mean, to be fair, they won the Super Bowl with Bevel and all, but like not because of the offense. Like just let Russell Wilson throw the ball and you'd be doing. Imagine that defense with this offense now.
Listen. When the game's in doubt, just put the ball in Russ's hands because apparently that's it. That's all it's done.
I mean, since we're like halfway, kind of, sort of, 20% still on the Lions, can we all lament our Kerryon Johnson love? I mean, I will. I mean, I will absolutely pour one out for Kerryon Johnson. I love him. So many shares.
Look, Justin turned the room dark.
You're not pouring that.
I'm still with. I mean, I'm pouring straight in my mouth. I'm pouring it out.
That's disrespect to carry on right there. Man, yeah. We've talked a little bit about it when he went to IR. He's one of many RBs that I think are very unsafe for that draft coming up.
What week did y'all talk about Kerryon? Because I feel like I got a bunch of trade offers from J-Mike some week.
Oh man, did you guys know that Matt Stafford played Little League with Clayton Kershaw? Commissioner Griff just said that. That's crazy. You guys know that?
Wow. No.
I did not. I did not.
Look, you
shit. I just read this online. You guys know Jimmy Graham played basketball?
Hey.
I hear Antonio Gates played basketball too, and maybe Tony Gonzalez. I heard that once upon a time.
I did not hear the Clayton Kershaw thing before, though, seriously.
Wait, seriously?
Oh my god!
Every fucking Lions game, they mentioned it at least twice.
Every single Lions game, like Collinsworth is like, so they played, and then they flash the picture, and he's like, they play baseball together.
Thank you,
There's the rub.
And then he makes some like random like Tom Brady, Tony Romo reference, and then they go back to the picture.
Rush, you said it.
Gotta watch a Lions game to hear it.
Staying on the Lions here.
Thanksgiving.
Staying on the Lions here. Shout out to the chat, the so-called
Sure.
chat.
The chat. Wow.
I
Oh,
don't
are
know.
we still on this? The
There's-
chat doesn't
there's a
exist thing? I feel
chat?
like that was like a year ago.
We'll ride it into the ground until this show is no more.
Russ, that's 2018. Now Gabe actually chats back to the chat.
Oh,
It's 2019, baby. Come on.
While still denying its existence.
Keep up, bucko. All right. So, are we finally going to give Big Bo Scarborough his respect? Okay, starter for the Detroit Lions. Ty Johnson, who? J.D. McKissick, who? J.D. Kiss it goodbye, buddy. All right. Bo Scar with a plug and play this week. Speaking of Lions, this is question from Reynoso.
What up,
I mean, can Bo Scarborough run in a straight line against whoever they're playing against? If the answer is yes, then yeah, plug and play.
Yep.
Who do they have
He is
this
a Mack
week?
truck.
Who do they have?
Physically a Mack truck.
Yeah,
Get Redskins.
Yeah, no, plug and
It's a
play. Go
decent
for it.
matchup. Yeah.
Yeah. I thought it was so funny last week. Like, J.D. McKissick is getting some steam, Ty Johnson, and then Bo Scarborough, who nobody talked about, gets like 14 carries and gets a tutty in the first quarter, and everybody's like,
Yeah, well, it's freaking
loved
like
it.
on Saturday, I think it was freaking Memphis. Every league I'm in with him, I get that little pop up like free agent moves. I'm like, what? Who's doing free agent moves on Saturday? Go hang out with your family. And no, it's Memphis picking up Bo Scarborough. I'm like, what did I
Holy
miss?
shit.
What? Why are you picking up Bo Scarborough? It even still said FA in on MFL, and then all of a sudden. Touchdown! Yeah, I'm playing McKissick. That's not McKissick. Who the hell was that?
I was fixing to say,
Scarborough's in the league.
Did Memphis start Scarborough?
Oh, let's go find out. I don't know.
Because that would be elite, man. Like, elite. Like, he picks him up Saturday, Sunday, and then he starts him, and you're like, huh? And Memphis is like on the couch, like, yes. Yes.
All right, there's one league on the bench. Oh my God! Somebody talk while I'm looking. This is horrible.
Nope. Awkward silence.
What borough do you rep, New York? Bo Scarborough. South. Yeah, don't worry. Any silence can.
Nah, on the bench on both.
You just have to say the word sauce, and everybody's like,
Before we get ready to jump ship, can everybody give us a quick update on their SFB 9 teams?
oh shit! You
No
don't want to know
thanks.
about mine. I already told you, Mama's dead.
How dead?
Trubisky, Cam, bye bye.
Did you? Do you know your leaderboard? Like where you at?
God no. Like, what's how many people are in it?
1,200.
Where's the leaderboard?
1190. I don't know.
11-16 actually.
Am I?
Yeah,
Shit.
you're at the bottom 7%.
Holy.
Okay, I feel better. I'm at 915.
Where's the leaderboard? How do I get there?
Skyfishbowl.com.
It's
And there's a
me.
link for
It's
leaderboard.
me and Raymond Summerlin just chilling at 3-8. Oh my God!
Wait, hold on. Let's see who's in the last place.
It's not me.
Um,
My God.
Twitter.
There's John Radabaugh is a fake
You just
pigskin.
gonna
Matt
call him out,
Cunningham
man?
is 11.99. Brad
Shout out-
Evans.
Shout out to Fake Pigskin.
I kind of felt weird saying that out loud.
Shout out.
But Yahoo Noise. Brad Evans is 11.98.
Hey man.
Oh. Wow.
I mean,
Hey,
look, I
I'm
feel
just
you,
saying
baby.
things that make me feel better. That's all this is.
I mean, when you take David Montgomery, the second highest in SFB, you got to own it, and I own it.
You own all of it.
I own all.
Oh, and if it makes you feel any better, Rummy is Ray Summerlin is 1190.
I mean, I'm barely above him, baby.
No, they do this by
We're hugging right now.
they do it by points.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's how
God.
the leaderboard
Right.
really goes. Best, I think it's
Right.
like best record makes it into the playoffs. Everything else is by points.
I mean,
Wow.
I'm just setting
'Cause
a
my
lineup.
record is
Damn
okay,
accurate.
but I've just been lucky.
Yeah, same. Like all my
No,
all
it's
my
amazing.
wins have been should have been wins.
I'm just setting a lineup at this point, just so I make it to Scotfish Bowl 10.
Yep.
That's all. That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. Because there ain't
Can
no
we-
hope, baby.
Can we stop burying the lead and get to Mr. Peak, who's at 158?
158. I just did it also. Sitting there silently.
You sitting there just not even talking about it. You should have been just like Gronk spiking the shit out of that.
I
Like,
like
what?
shit on y'all when you're talking about how bad your team is.
I don't give a damn, man. Like, yeah, I know my team.
That's
is
the
shit.
point of this.
You
And
need
he's
to be
even
like-
wearing the fucking shirt right now.
I know you're wearing this
Hey,
guy baseball shirt. You need to
Like
be
you,
like just
you subconsciously
ripping.
brought this up so we would
Yeah.
talk about it.
No, damn well wearing the shirt. Why would you take a Sharpie and write 151 on the top right now and own it?
I took David Johnson at 105, and I took David Montgomery in the 4th, I think, or 5th or something. No, I took Russell Wilson in the 4th.
He could.
but
He
yeah,
put
no.
Kenyon Drake in the 2nd, so he's good.
Yeah.
I did
Man.
take Kenyon Drake, so that saved me a bit with him coming back and taking over for Don Johnson. So, but no, my RBs are terrible, but somehow I've kept winning. I had Michael Thomas and Amari Cooper and Russell Wilson that 2nd, 3rd, and 4th that really saved me. But yeah, I've been killing it. I started off 3-4, and now I'm 7-4. So finally hit an ease in my schedule.
Silent this entire damn show until this happens.
Right. Yeah.
Wait,
Wow. Little did
start
we
calling
know.
him Shark Peak.
Does anyone?
Ooh, I like that.
Does anybody want to know how not to win SFB? When you draft Trubisky, Cam Newton, David Montgomery early, Devontae Adams,
I got Adams.
and you team him with MBS, and you're feeling good about it. And then you're rocking Dante Pettis. Yeah, that's how you lose all your marbles.
That's it.
All right, listen. You
Welcome.
ready for an SFB running back crew?
I'm ready.
I'll do it in alphabetical order so you can just guess who my best is as we go along. Raquel Armstead, Reggie Bonifan, Tevin Coleman, Damian Harris, Darrell Henderson, Justice Hill, Sony Michel. That's my running back core.
What's your record right now, Russ?
This was not the right league to zero RB. I had much higher hopes for Sony Michel. It did not work.
Sony Michelle said, "Nah, baby, I got Todd Gurley knees. I can't. I just
Yeah,
can't.
can't do it. Can't do it.
I just can't." Grandma says no.
I mean, I started Mahomes, Adams, Cooper, Diggs, and then grabbed Sony Michel.
It's a good start. It's a good start.
In theory, it is a wonderful start.
Yeah, and on paper, it's a great start. I felt really good about my starter with George Kittle in the 2nd, and then, I'm 3-8.
But I'm good
Yeah.
rest of the season because I grabbed Ryan Griffin off of waivers, so I'm good.
I mean, hey, baby, you got the stretch run. It's all good. Oh my God, pouring it out for SFB. Dear God, my team is dead this year.
See, this is when we tell ourselves it's about the kids.
Dead.
Right, there you go.
It's about the
gonna be a
kids. It's
whole
not,
lot
it's
of-
not about winning. It's about the kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. Toys for Tots. Yeah.
Toys for Tots. Yeah. Yeah.
Toys
that-
for
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, the one last thing I want to leave you guys with before we get ready to shut her down. I just want to talk about this real quick. There are studs in our midst that either are no longer studs, and we have to reassess where we rank these people, or basically you're gonna have to someone's gonna have to convince me what's going on with them. So the likes of your Juju Smith-Schusters, yes, even OBJ, Gabe. I know. Don't get upset with me.
Yeah.
We've got to
with that one.
Yeah, and also don't look now, but Kareem Hunt, giving you all sorts of fantasy goodness out of nowhere. But definitely the studs there at the top at the wide receiver position. Somebody's going to have to walk me back off the ledge regarding OBJ and Juju, because I'm ready to throw in the towel.
I mean, the best we could really do is like stand underneath you with our arms out and try and catch you a little bit, like break your fall. Because there's no talking you off the ledge this season.
That's faith drop, baby. You just hope somebody's behind you.
Seeing what Mason Rudolph has become, your best thing is to do is that pray about Ben Roethlisberger's elbow just magically healing. I mean, I don't know if that dude has any good karma coming his way, but you gotta hope that I know you kind of gotta hope that it works out somehow. Because that's rough. That offense in general is terrible, but like Cleveland, I don't think they have everything there. If they can just, they can heal that offensive line. If they can just let the offensive coordinator call the offensive plays, a novel concept, I think that offense will be fine. I think it's stupid that Cleveland is doing as poorly as they did. I mean, didn't Odell miss training camp also and stuff like that? So maybe that did matter, because it's not like he's bad, and I don't think Baker is bad. Like, I'm still a Baker fan. I think that just that offense is not happy. Like, I think next year, I think they'll be fine. Just same with Juju. I think you just need to ride this year out. Don't panic. Don't sell if you don't have to, and just pray for a better tomorrow. I mean, that's the exact same as saying, "Hey, jump and I'll catch you."
Right.
I guess. But I am not worried about Nick Chubb. The only thing that kind of sucks is Nick Chubb getting 0 receptions.
Yep.
But like, you can't be angry with his rushing work. He's still getting like 84% of snaps, had like a 70-something rushing share. It sucks that Hunt is getting 6 catches and Chubb got none. I hope that's not an every week thing, but I mean, I can't be upset with a running back giving me 92 yards.
Yeah, I enjoyed that the first week that Hunt came back. It seemed a little bit more creative than what they were going with this past week. But it just seemed like they were on the field at the same time, and then they had more options of what to do, whether even throwing or rushing, whatever it was. And then it seemed like last game they just kind of said, okay, Chubb runs, Hunt catches. Chubb run, Hunt catch. Hunt catch, Chubb run. And it just wasn't as, dynamic. So
yeah, I totally picture Kitchens speaking like that too.
I think I know.
With the club.
For real though.
Like
Chubb run.
You catch.
Yo, wow.
Odell, you don't at all.
What'd you say, Pete?
Odell, a great schedule coming up. Like, he's got Miami next week. Baker, both of them. Baker, they get Miami, at Pittsburgh, Cincinnati, and then Arizona.
Yep.
I don't think you need to be talked off
right now is peak buy Baker season in Dynasty.
And then peak sell season after the huge, QB1 games he's about to have, if you're not about the Browns offense and you think it's a fluke, which it very well could be. But man, it's coming.
Ooh, that sounds like fun. I think I'm going to try. I'll buy high on a Baker share after those games when someone's actually going to try and sell them. Because to me, it'll still be paying at least, at worst, the right price. as
Yeah.
opposed to an actual sell high moment.
You're still not paying preseason price on Baker.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if he comes back to that, like, I gotta believe that, like, this offense is, like, their offensive line has been absolutely god awful this year. And Baker is, dude, for what he did in his rookie season, you don't just do that and you're just god awful garbage. Like, that's just not the fact. Like, and you team him with Odell, like, I feel like either a coaching change, scheme, something is going to change between this year and next year. Like, this is time to buy Odell and buy Baker, because next year I feel like it's coming. It's coming.
Yeah, agreed.
Like, you're not. If you look at this like a year ago, 2 years ago, you would not be able to get Odell for the price and stuff that you pay now. Right now, like, right now has to be Odell's bottom. Like, absolutely. Like, has Odell ever been cheaper than he is right now? This guy used to be the number one wide receiver in Dynasty, period.
He is 12 overall, ADP.
I think it's crazy, man. I'd be buying everywhere I could.
Yeah. Wide receiver 6.
Yeah.
Still seems like people are giving him respect, man.
Yeah, definitely. But still, I
Maybe
don't
more in
think
Dynasty
a bummer
circles
for the buy, but
yeah.
Like, do you really think you need to add a first on top of Chris Godwin, Amari Cooper, Mike Evans to get Odell Beckham? I mean, I don't think you do. I mean, you're already down to wide receiver 9 at that point.
I don't think you do, but what would you be adding if you tossed a running back at somebody for Odell?
Let me pull up some running backs.
Like, what's the running back equivalent for Odell right now? Because I could pretty much promise you I'm on the Odell side.
Going right now.
That's tough because, I mean, like, you're not going to give up Barkley for Odell, McCaffrey, Kamara, Zeke,
Chubb.
Cook. Yeah, I mean, Chubb is probably that first limit where you're like, okay, yeah, maybe. I mean, ADP wise, it's
Definitely taking OBJ over Aaron Jones.
Chubb, Aaron Jones, Leonard Fournette, Josh Jacobs. Yeah,
Wow,
I think
running back
especially once you
fell
pass
off.
Chubb, I think it's Odell all day. And
Yeah.
technically, ADP says the same thing.
We need
How
to
many
talk
people
about.
leaving the bar right now? What's
I
going
know.
on?
What did J Mike leave? Yeah, J Mike left. Oh, and Justin's back. Sorry, I didn't see that. I've been looking at ADP. We need to have a conversation, whether it's this bar or next bar, about the looking at that November ADP. Now, I am. I'm not incredibly surprised. I kind of foresaw it coming. Maybe not to this degree, but the fall off from running back. Boy, howdy.
Yeah. Like, we came into this season talking about how deep the running backs were, and it's not like that anymore. Like, I mean, there's such a fall off. But I want to talk about, because I have Chris Carson on a team that's rebuilding. Chris Carson is running back 17 in ADP.
Oh, you gotta sell him. Have to.
I'm trying like a maniac, but no one would even give me a first for him.
You kind of that seems like the perfect guy to just I mean, it sounds like you're unfortunately rebuilding, but
I mean, like,
some sort
he's
of
running
like
back 10 in scoring. No one's taking his job next year. He's been healthy this entire year. Like, tell me,
right? No, there's going to be a running back.
There's
taking-
no.
are we going to tell me that
nobody
Rashad
trusts-
Penny's going to magically put it together and take his job?
No, I'm not
No,
saying that.
I just think a third or fourth round running back is because
There's
Chris
no
Carson did
trust
it.
in Pete
Rashad
Carroll.
Penny.
There's no trust in Pete Carroll. That's what it comes down to. It's like Pete Carroll, you don't trust anything the dude says at all. Like, he's like, this week, he's like, Tyler Lockett's going to play. Like, what, that dude just in the hospital? Like,
Okay, yeah, no, that's super different. Like, if you can put a positive spin on it, that's what Pete Carroll's going to do. But he lets talent play. So the only way someone's going to take Chris Carson's job is if they earn it. And in that case, I mean, yeah, then that's deserved. But right now, at least what they have on that roster, no one's doing it. I mean, if they do happen to this draft someone in the later rounds, if God help me if they take a running back before like round 4 or 5, I'm going to lose my shit because they just need so many more things besides another goddamn running back.
Why don't
Okay.
you sell Carson for someone that has a little bit less allure, that hasn't been amazing this year, like a Miles Sanders? You might lose on that trade, or Geis.
I'm not even trying.
Devin
I mean, I don't
Singletary,
necessarily even want a running back. I'm trying to get picks. I'm trying to get.
I understand that, but you're not getting them. So you have to maybe. What if the idea of selling below that, taking the L there, but then possibly gaining something? And that idea of a projection in a month or two where Miles Sanders is equivalent to Chris Carson, and you can easily sell Sanders or just keep Sanders, something like that. I don't know, because you're not getting the picks apparently.
Would you take Chris Carson or a 2020 second? Put it that. Like
Sorry,
if somebody offered you a 2020 second, would you take that for Chris Carson?
No, someone offered me 2, and I didn't want to take it.
Really?
Yeah.
I'd take the 2 seconds. Just saying.
I'm probably gonna fold. I really hope Brian's not listening right now. Not Har. Emac. I really hope he's not listening right now. But chances are I'm gonna cave because I just want to get a deal done, and because that's just sort of what I do. But more important. Okay, he just took his headphones off. Trade just came down in Trade Addicts 4. We're talking about Josh Jacobs. Josh Jacobs for Amari Cooper, straight up.
Oh man.
Sad days.
I mean, I want the Amari side, but
I want all day, right?
Yep.
This dude spent the first 6 weeks of the season trying to get Amari off of me, and the only reason he did was that stupid thing I did on Twitter where I let Twitter decide my trades for me, and it was Kittle for Cooper straight up, and Kittle just destroyed that poll, and yeah, I think I did about 14-ish trades that day. That was one of 2 that I was angry about. That was one of 2 where I'm just like, God, I just want to not do this, even though I said I was going to. But for the integrity of my ridiculous, stupid hashtag brand, I did it anyway. And now this guy just sells them for Josh freaking Jacobs. I am hurt. Hurt.
It ain't right.
It really ain't. It's kind of a jerk move.
Hold on, I gotta go make fun of him in the chat.
Go ahead. We'll come up with something to say in the meantime, for sure. We'll definitely come up with something to say. All right. And back from commercial break, the open bar, we had to just wait a little teensy weensy bit for D-Bro to get back. We actually can't legally have the show going with 4 people if there are 5 on the show. So we had to wait for that to happen and figure that all out. J Mike, are you good, man? Do you want to go? Should we get out of here? Do you have any closing thoughts, arguments that you'd like to say? Would you take Chris Carson for 2 20 seconds? Would you sell Chris Carson for 2 20 seconds?
Give me the seconds. I don't like Chris Carson a lot, but give me the seconds.
I don't mind.
But no, I'm out of bullets. I'm out of bullets.
Yeah.
All right. No, hold on. Gabe, Justin, if you 2 tell me to take those seconds, I will send it out right now.
No, do it.
It's hard when you're rebuilding. You probably need to take something, but no, I wouldn't take the 2 seconds yet.
What would you do then, Deke? What would you need from Carson? A first?
When's your trade?
What offensive question did you just ask me?
When the trade deadline. No trade deadlines, Pete. You've
good.
What offensive question did you just ask me? It's always trade season, baby. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah. No trade deadlines in my league.
Right. That's what I'm saying. You can wait.
That involves needing patience, not my virtue.
Hey.
Hi, Pete. This is Russ. Russ meet
You'll
Pete.
get a better offer than 2
We haven't really officially met, but you know. Trade Addicts ain't just a league name.
You probably do need to trade him, but I would still hold out at least just wait another week to see if you get a better offer than 2 seconds.
I don't think it's coming, man.
Yeah, I don't think it's coming
That's
either.
the thing. I don't think it's coming.
I don't think it's coming. It's not coming. Not with Carroll, baby. No, with Sneaky Pete. It's not coming. That's the top. What if Carson blows the knee. What if he gets injured? Does nothing down the stretch? You don't even get in 2 seconds, man.
Stop with that. Yeah, I mean, you
Say
can,
it,
name a
man.
player you can say that to.
Everybody.
That's enough.
Don't.
I'm just saying, dude. 2 seconds is good for Carson, I think.
That's likely super flex too, isn't it?
Of course.
Yeah, that's doable.
Yeah. I
Let's
like
do
it.
it.
No, what I'll do is seconds.
Ask for a little juice, man. Who's your favorite, guy in the 180 to 200 range right now?
Who's your preseason DJ Chark? Woo.
Yeah.
All right, hold on,
'Cause
let's go
nobody
back.
saw that coming. I'll straight up say that. I didn't.
Well, in fact, the open bar.
Well, I mean,
we just said take the cheapest Jaguar, and I think that was probably Keelan Cole. But to be fair, that was definitely Shark was definitely down there.
Fine.
So 2 seconds and Auden Tate.
Who's
There you
your 2018 Tyler Boyd? Who's that guy?
All right, I sent Chris Carson for 2 seconds and Auden Tate.
Or 2020 seconds and Andy Isabella?
I mean, if he had him, I would send that. Sure.
And Dwayne Haskins.
Never.
Never. I'm said I'm rebuilding, not tanking.
Oh! The same as Dolphins, baby. We only take first. We only take first around here. Sorry.
Wow.
Southeast first.
All right, J Mike.
I think Gabe is
That's
falling.
enough.
It's that time.
That's enough of the
It's
Haskins
that time.
hate, man. I'm kind of sick of it. I mean, the man has skins in his name, and y'all really aren't going to believe he's going to be the Redskins quarterback. I mean, sure, we want the name change, but it's in the name, guys.
Legit hasn't occurred to me until you just said that out loud. Wait, how do the kids say it? I was today years old when I realized that Haskins has skins in his name and he plays on the skins. That's what the kids say, right?
Yeah.
And just for that comment, you're canceled.
Did we get canceled? I got canceled. Or Russ got canceled.
Every
Did
season.
we get canceled?
Russ.
Are we canceled?
Russ.
Oh, we're all canceled.
No, Russ got canceled.
Oh, okay.
Every
We're all
season.
canceled.
It is
Snyder-
hashtag Russ SZN right now.
Ooh. Russ SZN. That's a lot of S's,
I
pal.
love to say that. I love to say
That's SCN.
man, get us up out of here, Gabe, man.
All right,
We
man.
gotta go.
All right.
Peanut butter's hitting. We got to get up out.
All right. Hey, shout out to the chat real quick. Josh, don't ever say that again, but shout out to the chat. Okay, look, man. Come on, man. It's Dwayne, bro. Come on, man.
I'll see you, Josh.
Nice.
Thanks.
I see that.
Thanks for coming in, pal.
Hey,
All right.
major shout out real quick to Fantasy Timeline, their new podcast. They're holding it down in the chat as a tandem right now. Bill McCarthy, Josh Valentin. So shout out to those guys.
Yeah, man, I was in there because, of course, those jerks choose Monday to do their live stream, and I record mine on Monday. But yeah, I was in there for a half hour before we started recording our show. That's some good stuff.
Yeah.
Everybody should go hang out with them. Because let's face it, nobody wants to listen to Booger McFarlane talk anyway. So put that shit on mute. Listen to the timeline.
I kind of do though. Like I'm kind of into it now.
I can't do
Bruh.
it. No, like it's
Like,
not
it's
even like
kinda-
I can't even ironically listen to Booger McFarlane. It just
Ironically.
It's
Whenever-
it's kind of like my Bachelorette right now. Like,
Whenever you can listen to Monday Night Football and figure out like true anatomy, like where a hamstring is, you got to. You have to. It's just, I mean, it's must see TV.
I'm in.
Must say TV.
All right.
Say.
This was just absolutely beautiful, gorgeous, straight gorgy. Oh my gosh. Is that a corgi you have right there? Because that corgi straight gorgy, bucko. Yeah, I really like that. That's good. That's good looking there, bud. This has been the open bar, man. We had a blast tonight. Holy cow, G days. We've had a virgin in here tonight. We've had a couple of vets in here tonight. We've got cinnamon. We got honey. We got fucking peanut butter. I forgot what the other one was. I forgot. Jeez, man. All right.
Cinnamon.
Cinnamon. We'll start with you, my friend. What would you like to say to the people? And possibly a mixture of your cinnamon whiskey with something else that makes me think that I would like to even touch it at all.
Yeah, you don't want to touch the.
He's taking too long. Apple cider. Throw that in some apple cider
Okay.
and call it a day.
All right.
It's sugar-free Red Bull that I'm mixing it with, but that's not going to make you feel any better about it.
Last week,
Nice.
I was screaming at my car radio when you guys were talking about winter drinks, and no one thought of hot apple cider with some spiced rum and some Fireball.
Russ, thank you.
Well, didn't
Thank
we
you.
do? No, we
My
didn't.
people. My people.
What we did is no.
Nobody said apple cider.
No, the gurus did cider with something because it was spider.
That's their winter's kiss. Yeah.
Spiced rum and cider.
Yeah,
Except they didn't have the Fireball, but
It's Fireball and rum. I mean, Fireball and cider, man.
I actually have had
Perfect
that
combo.
before. That's not. I'm not going to say it out loud. Never mind. Okay.
Wait, more importantly, salted caramel vodka. Throw it in there also. Even better.
Russ, I can't fucking do this with you right now. Justin,
The mixologist says no.
so good to meet you, brother. Apologies for issues possibly on our end on communication, but it was good to have you, man.
No, I'm sure it was on my end, but never used the software before. But it was awesome being on. I appreciate y'all having me. Yeah, I'm JPKFF on Twitter. I edit the Dynasty Tradecast, but yeah, just pleasure being on. Appreciate y'all having me. Maybe I'll get a second chance with some better communication next time.
And if you want to start editing a second trade-based podcast, let me know.
Fuck off. No. I do no work in terms of editing, but it's just another 15 to 20 minutes I could use. I don't know.
It's always peak season, baby. Hashtag peak season.
Hashtag Shark Peak.
Man, yeah, Shark Peak.
Shark
Major
Peak.
shout out to Shark Peak because he is one of 6 still standing in the open bar auction eliminator.
Damn, his audio comes in good there. What the hell?
Yeah, right. Yeah. I didn't see any glitches in that fist pumping.
Well, that's the best audio we've had. Well, okay, well, there you go.
Very true.
While we're bragging, 7 out of 8, I'm still alive.
And he's still doubling down.
7 out
man.
of 8. Dang, nice. That's real nice.
That's a good season on eliminators for sure. Hopefully you put some of that best ball into some draft best ball. Well, I mean, this is still money, but well, yeah. All right. Shout out to Bosch for doing all those eliminators. Lots of money. Shout out to Scott Fish for doing the Scott Fish Bull. Lots of money for kids. Toys for tots, son. What it do? Yeah, repping that Scott Fish Bull 9. Shout out to RotoWare for making some really dope shirts this year. Man, look at all these free shout outs. Man, y'all are just so spoiled.
All presented by Skyline Chili Whiskey. Appreciate y'all.
Chili Whiskey, man. Come on. What's up? All right. Russ, my friend that is into some really weird shit. I had learned a lot about you tonight. Okay. So yeah, great to have you, but say what you need to say, and please don't fucking say anything else about liquor.
You know where I love to go on the internet? I love to go to theopenbar.storeenvy.com. That's where I love to go.
Turn up.
It's funny, because I grabbed the t-shirt that's on top and I wear it, and the t-shirt on top was the open bar shirt, and I'm like, am I going to wear the shirt to the concert I'm going to? Is that what I'm doing? Am I that guy? And I decided I wasn't that guy, so that's why I went with my my long sleeve hoodie. But yes, I own many 2 actually open bar shirts, so I highly recommend. But that's you guys. I'm me. I'm at Dynasty Outhouse, Trade Addicts Podcast. More importantly, go follow at Brian Har FF. He's the reason people listen. He's much smarter than I am. Other than that, D-Bro should start talking. I got nothing.
On to the honey man himself.
Hashtag salted caramel tank coming 2020. That's what we repping. Yeah. Nah, man. It's always a pleasure. Always lots of honey whiskey flowing anytime I'm on the open bar. Love y'all having me. Anytime, any place. Anytime I get to sit here and hop on with Russ and talk about drinks.
Hey.
I'm in it to win it. Which unfortunately my Scott Fishbowl and Eliminator teams are not. As we were talking about that, I was like, oh, maybe 3-8 and not week 2. Oh, but you know what? It's all for the kids, right?
It's for the kids.
It's for the kids. For the kids. Yes. But nah, great time. Always hashtag peak season. Appreciate y'all having me. And yeah, I'm pouring it out. All the honey whiskey straight into me.
Woo.
Thank you, fellas. And really, I mean, look, Scott Fish hasn't been great to you. I mean, not the person, but the bowl. I don't know what your relationship
what did
is
Scott
with-
do to you?
Yeah, look, I know he's a real dick, man. Look, I know he's just belittled you left
Oh my
and
God,
right.
that would actually be amazing if that were true.
He just has this thing for Derek, like, God, I fucking hate that guy. But I know the bowl has not been good to you. I know that the eliminators have not been good to you, but you have been putting out some very good weekly plays. Behind walls, in front of walls, to the side of walls, inside of the walls, all of the walls, in and around the walls. The plays are hot, baby. So thank you for that this season.
Try, man. Alma Randall Cobb last week. That's where it's at, baby. Cobb season.
He says go buy Gerald Everett right now.
Get him.
J. Mike, you are the other person here that needs to say some things.
Hold on, he's got a little shimmy going on.
Hey,
Damn, he's dancing.
J.
Get
Mike
it.
finally brought the dance
Music,
out.
baby. Drop the beats.
Oh,
Drop the beats.
On the Minshew train to bed, leaving on the Minshew train. Shout out to it's the in the back. It just really brings a flavor between and Russ is making the wheels on the bus go round and round.
He's getting it, man, to make sure those wheels are greased, baby.
I don't know. It looks like a defibrillator. Clear. I'm with it. Though. To the chat, appreciate everyone. Yes, Josh, the J Mike shuffle. I like that. Appreciate you guys. We had so much fun this evening. This is just a good way to close the day. Wild one. To everyone that's checking us out on podcast form or even on video form here on YouTube, we appreciate you. Thank you so much. Again, you can find us on Spotify, Stitcher, Podbean, Apple Podcasts, Google Play, wherever it is, wherever you may be listening to us. We appreciate you. Thank you so much for rocking with us. Share us with a friend if you'd like. If you want to give us a rating or review, we appreciate that too. On Twitter at JMikeCheck. The show's handle is at the Open Bar Pod. And my main man, the host with the most, you can find him coast to coast, dropping new intros everywhere so far for the folks, the newest ones for the Dynasty Trade Calculator, which was fire, as well as our guest last week, the Fantasy Football Gurus. A couple intros there. He's absolutely slaying the game. Bun G, Genius MC, Mr. Gearing, if you're nasty, at FF Man Bun. Take us home.
I hate when you say that.
It's Mr. Gearing if you're nasty. Oh, Mr. Gearing.
That one gets me, dude. I hate it. But I love it.
That needs to be the new screen name.
If you nasty.
Time, man.
All right. We're just talking to ourselves here. Let's get out of here, dude. I think you said everything. I think Russ talked about the store already. We haven't put a shirt on there for years, but I feel like we could put so many different shirts on that. Sauce. I don't know what that would look like, but
Just a picture of the five of us going,
yeah, I think so.
927 model and some frogs.
Dummy Blitz. J Mike, did you say it? Did you say it?
Hashtag 15 and out.
I did not. No.
Come on, man. You just posted an
Hashtag
episode
dummy
too.
blitz. Hashtag 15 and out. I'm sorry. I'm struggling.
Just
My
posted
bad, my
one.
bad.
Just posted one. Go and
Yes,
watch.
just
Go
moaning.
or excuse me. Go and listen. You can't. Why aren't we watching? Come on, man. Get open bar style. You just hop on that Periscope real quick. Let's take a good look at you. Dummy Blitz though. Go take a listen to that. And what's the what do you say? The how do you say it? The way you say it's funny. The
DFPN at work. The only at work.
yeah, the DFPN at work. Right. That's how you
at
say
work
it.
in town.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yes, that.
All right. Go check all of those because those are good pals of ours. And check everyone else out, man. It's the season to be, jolly partners. But we're J Mike and I are done. Like we probably won't be back next week. I think we'll be back for, January, February shows. This is it. This is it for 2019 for the open bar, man. It's been great. Good.
We really
season.
closed this shit down. That's
Good
what we
season. We did.
What?
No, we'll
J
be
Mike,
back.
you did not run that by me.
We'll be back.
Whatever you say, boss.
But what is it? It's J Mike. It's Thanksgiving next week, man. We're gonna have to. Have
Oh yeah, that's right.
You're gonna have to have a
Yeah,
conversation. We're gonna have to have a conversation, man. Look, if you're looking forward to the open bar next week, that's great. We appreciate you, but I cannot by any means promise anything. Peaks like deuces.
Yeah, this outro's taking forever.
Cannot promise you anything whatsoever. We got families to provide for. All right. But this has been great, man. I can't wait till the next time we do this, whether it's us four, us five, us five in the chat. God, what a good time. So until then, let's put our drinks up to those we care about, to those we don't care about, because everyone deserves to be loved. Okay. I don't know. I think that's it, man. Thanks for rocking with us this week. And thanks for rocking with us in audio form. And thanks for rocking with us in future weeks. Can't wait to meet you. Can't fucking wait. Da, da.
Oh my God, you hit the end button. Why haven't you hit the end button yet? You know how to hit the end button?
Stop the recording.
You know where the end button is?
Deuces.
Deuces.